Hello there, and welcome back to another edition of NMB Takoyaki Parties, episode 75. My name is Matt, and I'm joined by Arida, Geoff, and Ryan. Everyone say hello.
Hello. Hello.
Alright, now, if you've been listening to the podcast, then you know whose voice is who. If you don't, well, you'll figure it out over time. So we're doing this podcast a little earlier than usual this month because we kind of want to start on talking about the 11th anniversary concerts that we went to last week. But before we get to that, we have a little bit of news to talk about because they decided to suddenly announce all the news in one day for some reason. Went from zero news to no news.
The reason we're recording early is because we hit the quota anyway, so it's fine.
Yeah, that's why. That's basically what.
The biggest news is that Wakapon and Mikanean are gonna play Metroid Dread.
Yes.
And
that's actually the biggest news. Yeah. So we're gonna try to get through this in a timely manner so we can watch that. It's gonna be an archive, so I don't know why we have to wait to watch it live. But
have to comment in the Discord on it.
You have to write "Hello from Indonesia" and drop the.
Need to count how many they are going to die anyway.
Get a counter going.
I'm gonna write please come to Tokyo.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway, so let's kick things off with some news. So yes, as we alluded to, our curse is still going, and with the graduations, and this actually kind of came out of nowhere. It seemed. It is Yasuda Momone, D2 member. She announced graduation just a couple days ago. And I guess at her announcement, she also said that she's going to be retiring from entertainment completely. So, kind of a big surprise because she's was such on a rise on the rise. She just had the photo book come out a few weeks ago.
Is she on the rise though?
That's the thing. So if you look on the surface, she's on the rise. She had the huge photo book promotion and everything, and was solidly senbatsu by now. She's been in 7 senbatsu in a row or something like that. But then her sales have dropped pretty substantially since handshake events turned into online hanashikai.
Yeah.
A lot of people have been saying. I've been debating is she gonna get dropped from senbatsu eventually because her sales are that bad? She kind of is the Fisher type at handshake events and relies on more casual fans, I guess. So if she loses that from the she really lost. She's one of the members who got hurt the most from losing handshake events.
Well, I'm this is gonna be weird. I'm gonna take the opposite. So Geoff is gonna be the Momone auntie, but I'll defend her on this. I mean, she had other stuff too. She had the barbecue stuff. She's always worked hard, as in she's the Harakaren type of member, right? Where she always works hard. Tries her best in whatever showroom or even every small piece of job they give to her, she does it to the best of her abilities, whether that's good or not. I think if you look at it very specifically though from the sales point of view, then yeah, maybe you can say that. But I mean, I don't think, it's not, everything's not sales, right? It's the other things too, how you're supporting the group. I mean, we don't know how her good sales are, or or media stuff as well, or the photo book. I don't know how much that sold, but 3,000 seems like a good number. So yeah, I think it's okay. The thing I mentioned about her not being up and coming is because I don't think she's up and coming anymore. She's reached a certain point where probably not gonna go up anymore. But she's stable. And yeah, I don't know. I thought the graduation announcement was kind of sudden. There didn't seem to be any indication she would do it.
Yeah. like all the clues were kind of like, especially because she's like only 19.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, that's another thing. That's why you guys always like blame like age. Oh, they're still young. They can be around for another 3-4 more years.
Yeah, but they never stay there.
But it never does. Yeah. So and she's been in the group for now 6 years, almost
5
years.
5 I think. Oh, whatever. 5 years I think. D2 is 5 years.
Yeah. So I mean, that's still a pretty long time to be like in a group or be doing something. So obviously, she probably wasn't like the first of the D2, like of the remaining D2 members that we were expecting to leave.
Yeah, because everyone was expecting like Shion to leave. But suddenly it's Momone. Like I don't know.
Yeah,
it's.
I mean, like, yeah, like as you, going. I'm not Momone anti at all. So I actually checked my NMB sort list. She's actually fourth. She's actually fourth for me. So it's actually I'm pretty sad about this. I like her a lot from all the stuff she does, as you said. But then the reality is, I guess, she realized she doesn't have much room for growth anymore. Like, she's probably not gonna make it to the top senbatsu, and it's to her like the X factor we don't know is always the personal life side of things as well.
Yeah,
maybe she just decided it's not worth staying and trying for whatever limited growth she could still have.
That's the odd part for me, because she kind of like made sure to say that she was gonna retire. Which, usually people like give themselves an opening, right? Like, oh, I want to go back to school, I want to find my dreams, or whatever bullshit they always say.
Well, she kind of did say she wants to find a dream.
Yeah, but she said she was gonna retire. So
you can retire. You can have a dream as a civilian. As like a non.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying that other people who say who do the idol comment.txt, right? They don't say that they're gonna retire. So, which got me thinking, like, maybe she is serious about it, that she just doesn't want to be a celebrity anymore. I hope so. Like, the nightmare scenario is she gets together with Rikati.
Oh no.
Because like I can't.
And then she goes to the Shadow Realm.
Yeah, I can't deny that there's a possibility, right?
Yeah. Probably she's got offer for a position in Rikati's brand, Gemini.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, she's gonna be CEO of Gemini, right, or something.
CEO,
yeah.
Man, Rikati's desperate. Then.
And Matt said, as Matt said, she's gonna get banished to the Shadow Realm then if she does that. But now we like her, so.
But at least it makes sense. At least that brand watch will make sense.
Yeah, it's not just Rikati co-opting the thing that Momone built with her.
Yeah,
but I don't know, like. Yeah, I mean, people don't like hearing this, like, the personal stuff, right? Like, these are young girls, right? So it is possible, like, she's like, oh, I found the love of my life or whatever, and I'll just quit. I mean, good for her. If that's true, right? Then good for her. But I mean, I don't want to implant that idea in people's heads, right? Because I don't know.
You just did.
I mean, I know I just did.
Yeah, if she becomes like a normal person, that means like when she marries Takeda Barbecue,
it's gonna be fine.
Say, oh yeah, he married.
Ipan Jose.
A normal person, non-celebrity.
Oh, that's true.
Man, I'm gonna miss that ship.
Well, now it's not a ship; it's actually just real. It's fact or whatever.
Maybe that's why, like, the last Takeda Barbecue didn't have Momone on it.
Yeah. Let's see. I guess it might be just a weird like hypothesis. Maybe it's because her sister Ai-chan, who's been like in.
No, who are you, Pop Up?
Yeah, I mean, like she's been in like Showroom and like even like in like the weird like Muchuujin, like behind the scenes stuff things. Maybe as you, she's an eighth generation.
No,
so
I don't think so.
She
You don't
said
think so?
she's not applying.
Oh, did she say that?
Is that
I'm
confirmed?
pretty sure she said that.
Well, idols lie.
She's
Because
also
it could
still
also be
12.
because we always have like the whole idol sibling, and then like the older one leaves early or.
That'd be a really dumb reason.
Yeah, I don't think. Unless she's gonna try to like pass on her fan base to her sister, which also her sister's like 12 or something, so that'd be fucking weird and creepy.
Yeah. I doubt it. I doubt it's a thing.
I mean,
yeah.
it'd be a dumb thing if it was, but
yeah. But I mean, Momone started as like D2, right? And we always talk about like how D2 was like really like done dirty, like especially like
that's what the D2 means.
Yeah, done dirty, right? Yeah. No, I mean the like even when they started, there were like 4 lolis in D2, and people focused on Yuzunana all the time. Right, like whenever they would, like even during that time, during the D2 time, when people still cared about D2, it was always like Yuzunana. No one actually cared about like Momone and Erin. And for Momone basically to like rise up from that disadvantage, and the general fact that no one cares about D2. And build like this whole thing for herself, right? Like she even got her photo book and everything. I think like she's done well. Like if she just actually retires, then we can remember her as like, oh, you guys remember Momone, with fond memories, rather than her best friend.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that's like another boomer member leaving. So now we have 7 left after her.
Oh man. And Miki didn't quit. So
yeah, Miki. Yeah, that's what I brought back the Mortal Kombat meme. It used to be Michan and Nagishi Minami.
Yeah.
And
oh my god! I remember when you used to post that.
Yeah. Yeah. And that, like, it got retired after Minagishi Minami had the mirror match. So. But now I think Miki that she's inappropriate.
I mean, I was so sure she was gonna quit, but nope.
Right. I mean, could have been even Anshu, even right if we want to go into that, but yeah. Anyway, so yeah, and also because she's a prominent Senbatsu member, so I guess that opens up another spot.
Well, like
in the ever growing / shrinking Senbatsu.
Yeah, I know. Like we don't even know. We don't even know if there are slots open, right? Like they just randomly add or subtract people from Senbatsu now. So
they pull a number out of a hat.
Yeah, it's like they have like in Kenmatsu's office. There's this roulette wheel, and just like rolls it whenever it's like, okay, I need to build a Senbatsu. 13. Okay.
Yeah, he has a D20, like a D&D dice. Rolls the 20-sided dice. That's how many. Anyway, so I guess they haven't said when she's actually leaving. But maybe might be by the end of the year.
Probably. Most members don't drag it out like that long.
Yeah. Speaking of members that don't drag things out that long. So Nanaho, we talked about her last month about announcing graduation. And well, yeah, I guess actually kind of hot coming out of the oven news. She just said this at the Wink Show today that she's going to be doing a solo Kanmuri live on November 26th, and then also her last day as an NMB member is going to be November 30th.
What does like? Oh, okay. So her final show is November 30th.
Well, yeah, she only said like final activity day. She didn't actually say graduation show, but like unless they create some kind of special hanashikai on the 30th, like then her last activity is probably the graduation show. And normally most members have like the very last day is the graduation show.
Nowadays, yeah.
When I did go to Lala, her graduation stage wasn't called graduation stage. It's called her Saigo Katsudo or whatever. But it was a graduation stage. So, but I mean that just be weird SK shit. But NMB, I mean, they'll probably presume it'll be a graduation stage. I mean, if it is like the last Hanashikai, that'd be cool.
Yeah, because
because
Nanaho and
not really
Momone, like, there's no. Well, I guess this is kind of spoiling it, but there's no
There's no
Hanashikai
single on the
scheduled.
horizon
Yeah.
this year. And even then, if it was this year, I think they'll be gone before it were to come out, right?
Yeah.
I mean, they could do it like with Zenaku tickets. I think maybe.
Yeah, I still have some because like when like they did the 2 shots, they included the version that come with the Zanaku tickets. I think I still actually have the stack here of like from like the second or third.
I mean,
shipments.
really, they could just resell Shirare Yanagi. No one would
Yeah.
care. Like, it's just you have to send some CD with the tickets and pretend that's what you're buying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rather than the Hanashikai.
Yep.
I mean,
They are
there are also still some postponed schedule for Wakapon and Kojirin, I think.
Oh yeah.
Oh, they still have makeups.
Yeah, for makeup Hanashikai.
Yeah. Usually they just put those in like the next single, but yeah, I can see. Yeah, hopefully they do hopefully they do the Zenaku event. I guess I say Zenaku, but I don't want to do the group stuff again because I don't want to talk to members. I don't want to talk again. I don't want to meet, But I mean, hey, if they do, they could also like, hey, it's how your chance to go talk to Sion again for reals this time, or Mikana. Hopefully we'll be back by then. But they might just be special and just do it for Momone and Nanaho.
Maybe. I think that's the best that like Momone and Nanaho fans. That's Geoff basically can hope for. So he's probably the majority of the fans. So
I've never been to Momone actually.
well, you probably be tempted
Really?
to buy then if that was
Including group Hanashikai?
I think so. Yeah.
Oh.
Because like the last one was like random members, and the one before was like the actual like non-battle team. So he didn't buy for Chosetsu Kawaii. So yeah, I guess so. They Momone actually because she has a photo book, they could like include like some kind of like ticket or something if you bought like her photo book.
Yeah, sell
Definitely do
even
that.
more.
But Nanaho, you have no. You can maybe I don't know.
a dance
buy, like, a
DVD.
Buy a danceable CD or whatever. Buy a like a T-shirt and it comes with like a ticket or something. I don't know.
Actually, yeah, maybe
Sell
with
some
Momone,
bullshit.
maybe with Momone they could like Aoki or whoever, right, the publisher of the photo book could set up something, or like Tsutaya Ibitsubashi or something, right? Like set up you buy the photo book and you get like Hanashikai with Momone. Maybe they could do that, yeah.
Yeah, it's just Nanaho is like the weird thing where just like I guess sell some bullshit merchandise and then include a Hanshikai with that.
Yeah, maybe. Well, like I think there's gonna be less demand for that anyway, so
Yeah,
we'll see.
yeah, we'll see. And then the news just keeps on getting worse. So actually, this happened like literally I think like 30 minutes before like Momone announced her graduation. But it came out that Keito tested positive for COVID-19. And I guess she's pulled out of the Kyun Mart show. I think that was tomorrow or coming up soon. So
And she missed. Did she get pulled out from the Teppotai show though?
yeah, I think yeah because I
The
think
next
She
day.
did,
like,
yeah.
suddenly-
She did get pulled from it. They replaced her with Yuina.
Was it Yuina or Mirai?
It was
It was
Yuina.
Yuina. Yeah, I remember now.
Yeah.
Yuina.
Yeah, it's kind of it sucks. I guess people were expecting. Did I come from the concerts? But I think it's a little. Can't quite say.
Yeah,
That
they
would be about a week
they
or so.
announced that she started getting symptoms on Wednesday the 10th.
Yeah.
And then got the PCR test that day, and the result came back. So, I guess if she had no symptoms before that, yeah, we don't know when she actually got it or where. But the only positive is that no other members or staff were considered close contacts, so they don't have to isolate or anything.
Yeah, or cancel shows and pull members out. Yeah.
Yeah. But well, I guess that owes more to Japan's like very very strict classification of what is a close contract.
Yeah, you need to be speaking for 15 minutes within 1 meter without a mask.
So.
It's basically like
And as
living
being
together.
a prefecture outside of your home prefecture. It's like take one step in like Hyogo and then she's fucked.
Yeah.
But I guess maybe she got it from school because they're not really their whole like COVID prevention measures are kind of laughable.
Maybe. We don't know. I mean, it's hard to speculate, right? But this is why. See, this is why, like everyone, like like people like Kojirin and Nagisa need to get vaccinated just to avoid like these kinds of conversations because you never know, right? And then you have it in the back of your head, like, oh, what if she got it from the theater or from the concert or whatever?
Yeah,
it's never good.
Yeah.
Anyways, so box off.
I hope she gets better.
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, I think they have started giving vaccines to people 12 and up. I don't say like a month or two ago. So
have they started that in Japan?
Actually, they have.
Yeah.
Actually,
Oh.
some of my students are getting them and have to take like a day or two off.
So Keito can get it now.
Who knows? Yeah, if she like cut the line or whatever, But
I see.
anyway, yeah, too bad for Keito. All right, next, we got some 8th gen news to talk about, and I would say this is not good news because it's showroom bullshit. This kind of, I guess, there's like some rumors about it, and it eventually came out, is that they're gonna be doing. They did a whole week of showroom streams with the 8th gen like auditionees, and so like there's like 100 or so.
Exactly 100.
Still,
100.
Exactly 100, but they not all 100 of them actually did showroom. They only had I think like 70.
No, only 52
something.
of them did showroom.
Did showroom, okay.
Yeah.
And somehow the NMB Discord became a fucking like Chika idol Discord for a whole week. People getting excited for these like literal nobody. Well, some of them I guess aren't literal nobodies, but in my book they are literal nobodies. Cause unless you're in a group, you're not a real member.
Well, yeah.
And it's also like you get. So I'm already getting into like the whole debate, but it's like you can get excited for its member, but then if they don't get in, you kind of just waste your whole time.
That's part of it, though. It's why people get into like those bullshit like audition shows. Like I mean, obviously the scale is much different, right? It's much smaller, but the idea is the same, right? Like, oh, it can be like Andy, like, oh no, Yuina didn't get in or whatever bullshit. I don't know.
Hashtag GP Cook 990.
Yeah. So, I mean, I don't even know if this girl got in or not, but so
She didn't.
Okay. Yeah, so you're gonna be like that, right? Like you're invested in the whole thing. If NMB was smart, they wouldn't have done showroom. They would have done like an actual like audition show. Like even just do it on YouTube.
Yeah.
It would be interesting.
Well, so I thought when this came out that for the past 2 months or so, members have been required to do showrooms before or after a theater show. I thought that maybe that was like the start of this deal between NMB management and showroom. Like they were gonna do this audition thing. So like
Maybe,
but
yeah.
then
maybe.
like part of the deal, you have to get your members to do showroom more.
Yeah.
I
But
don't know. I was hoping the member
NMB
showrooms
doesn't
would
own
stop.
anything. They took away our show. They took away Shopakuri Hour. We have even less reason to cooperate with them.
I don't know. I mean,
there probably is a
Showroom
contract.
Showroom just want tower money.
Yeah.
So
Well, you could have a consistent tower. Well, I guess if they make this dumb rule, but I mean, you could have had a consistent tower revenue if you just kept the regular Shopakuri Hour instead of giving it to Nagisa.
Well, I think Nagisa gets them more towers.
Yeah,
So-
that's right. Hey, you can have 11 towers now. 10.
anyway, but yeah, I didn't really want a showroom audition because I guess NMB hasn't done it since D3, and while I wasn't really against it back then, but then since then, a lot of other groups have been doing showroom auditions, and it kind of just feels like, well, I mean, you don't know this for sure, and then this time the management said the showroom rank does not affect their decision on who passes the audition.
Yeah.
But some groups have done that in the past.
I think like SKE and STU, their auditions actually mattered. Like the showroom part actually mattered.
Yeah.
Which is really gross. And that's what like the first when I first heard about NMB doing showroom auditions, I was like, oh shit, like that's really gross.
Yeah, because showroom should not be like such a big part of like what determines whether you're a good idol or not, in my opinion.
I mean, it does though. I mean, there is a part to it. Yeah, it can't just be dance.
Yes, it should.
No, it doesn't.
But
this is why your girls never become popular, Geoff.
I know, because people don't stand talent.
Yes.
Anyway,
which do you have more respect for, Ryan? Girls who can dance or girls who can talk on Showroom?
I have no respect for either. No. You have to look at the entirety, not just like, they're good at one thing, right? Like if you're good at dance, then go join a dance troupe.
I know, I'm kidding. I'm just playing along here. But
yeah,
anyway,
I know.
So in the same way, showroom, but then the showroom audition is the bottleneck at the beginning. So then you're filtering out everyone who isn't good at showroom.
Yeah.
That's what. I don't know. I mean, I don't know.
It's not
if
fair either, because Showroom is like a garbage platform. It just it breaks down.
Yes, fuck Showroom. No, I mean, I think I was against this showroom thing, but you cannot deny that, like, certain girls, like, now, for example, like, there's some girls that did this 8th gen showroom thing that have built a following, right? So
also the dumb thing about this is none of their names are revealed.
Yes.
So everyone's referring to them as numbers, like it's fucking like Squid Game. Or
so
man, it's just everything Matt hates.
Yeah, it is. So, because they've built this following, right? Like, if you were management, you would look at this and see, like, okay, then if we get this girl, then we are guaranteed like a minimum level of following. And it's never a guarantee, of course, because like someone actually posted like AKB 16th gen showrooms, and number 1 was actually Zunchan, and number 2 was Yahagi. So,
really, she beat Yahagi?
Yeah, she beat Yahagi.
Yeah.
So it's like, so when you look at that, it's like, okay, so showroom has no like actual predictive ability.
Exactly.
Yeah, but still though, like you like these girls, like there's a minimum level of quality of like following or quality you were gonna get. So I'm not gonna say like it has no value at all. I'm saying that it should be part of what they evaluate. So they're not gonna eliminate girls because of showroom, but they're like the girls who did well on it, you can say that, okay, then maybe there's something there, and then I can consider that when I choose the whatever how many 8th gens I'm gonna choose.
Yeah, for sure. Like they said, oh, the rank doesn't matter, and but they're gonna consider, it's gonna be at least in the back of their mind.
Yeah,
they'll have like a plus 0.01% like difference in like
that's
the
what I
decision.
hope.
Like if you're like, on the edge between these two girls and this. They're both like equal skill level in like dancing, singing, personality, but this one had like a slightly higher, showroom boost or whatever ranking, then you might give the edge to them.
I think you guys are discounting it way too much. I think they look at it and
because it's fucking showroom. Of course, I'm discounting.
Yeah, but that's part of the whole thing, though.
I mean, I think that there are always going to be people jumping on the new shiny thing.
Yeah.
Like, there's people who are going to jump, like, people who jumped on 7th gens when they were revealed in the theater.
Yeah.
But they didn't do showroom. And And then like what I also worry, there's no like real evidence for this, but like people who are this excited to jump on showroom candidates,
Well,
they're just gonna jump to the next new
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of
Of course.
or whatever.
This like it's you don't need to say like there's no proof of this, because there is proof of this. This happens all the fucking time. So we know these
Just none
people
of it
jump around.
matters.
It's
So
a matter of like, building a fan base, because like
So you just
Oh, and a fan base that sticks around.
yeah,
you have to keep churning the showroom machine.
Yeah.
maybe in the macro sense, the idol industry is that exactly
Yes,
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, well, let's see.
So let's then wrap it up with like telling who is your guys' favorite members? So your numbers, like which ones like caught your eye?
Did you even watch, Matt?
No, so I have
course
no
not.
opinion. On
So
this.
what?
I'm just
Why are
telling
you even asking us this?
Because you guys were into it. So I want you guys to tell me, as if I'm a person who knows any
And
of
people
this.
listening to this, I'm sure.
Yeah. All right. So Geoff,
35
about-
best girl.
35. What's cool about her?
She's cute. I like her eyes.
Okay. Next.
But
Okay,
I mean, so yeah, I like looked at the whole picture list of the members. I followed like 2 of them just from the pictures, like 79 and 91 or something. But then like the first day I just randomly scrolled through some of the showrooms that were going on, and 35's cute, I'll follow her.
Didn't I tell you about 35?
No.
Mm.
I was scrolling through myself.
I see. So I remember looking at 35 and saying, "Oh, this Geoff's probably gonna like this girl."
You were right.
Yeah.
She auditions for SU second gen before.
I see.
And then like apparently like a lot of her old showroom fans from back then were back again this time.
See,
Oh, interesting.
there's loyalty in showroom, Matt.
Yeah. Anyway, Arda, who did you like?
45, of course.
Okay.
Yeah. I've been following her since the Coin Locker era because she was a former vocalist of the Coin Lockers.
Yeah. So I guess that one we actually know, like, I guess her name, right? So
Yeah.
Utsunomiya
Usomiya
Mirai.
Mirai.
Okay.
But we still call her 45.
Call her 45, or we call her
Yeah, because
Saya-
it is
Sayahagi.
showroom bullshit, right? Still.
And you know what? It's possible it's not even her real name, right? So
Yeah.
Name.
it's possible she comes in to 8th gen. It's a different name.
Sayaka Yahagi is her actual name.
That'd be hilarious if that was true.
Yeah, we call her that because she looks like Yahagi, and then she has the same birthday as Sayaka.
And she's coming from a failed rock band
Yeah.
Yeah.
into NMB.
Okay. Ryan.
Well, Aruda already
You
said
also like-
Aruda already said 45, so I'm gonna say 50. She's the super loli. The not super loli.
No, there's a
Oh yeah, there's a super loli. No, it's like this is. I mean, she's pretty tall actually. She's 153 or 4 or something. But she's the cousin of the AKB girl. What's her name?
Zuki.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah,
Yamauchi
something Mizuki. Yamauchi
yeah.
Mizuki.
Yama's. Yeah.
Yeah. I thought she was kind of cute from the photo, and I watched. I think she did like 2 or 3 showrooms. It was okay. Like, she was really funny in that because she's a kid, right? Like, fans keep asking her like, "Who's your favorite NMB member?" And she's like, "Oh, I don't know anyone." And it's
Did you like say like her favorite song is
Shitsuren Arigato?
Shit arigato?
Yeah. What's your favorite idol song? What's your favorite song? And she's just like Shitsuren Arigato. And I asked around, and they said like that's the center song of her
Yeah.
cousin.
Suki. Yeah.
And I think eventually, like, the third try or something, like she said like her favorite NMB song was Aoi Lemon no Kisetsu.
God damn. I'm shaking my head like fucking new fans, right? But it's like
No, she probably went to the NMB YouTube channel
Yeah.
and it's like,
click the first thing that showed
Yeah.
up on the search.
Didn't realize it's not a single.
It's like, oh, okay, I'll remember this name so that like I can say it on Showroom. Anyways, I mean, you don't really need like fans like zero in too much on like oh you're a you were a fan, you're a former fan. I don't actually believe that that's necessary. So as long as you can be a good idol or whatever, right? And then you learn afterwards. Like do you think like when Sayaka joined NMB, she knew anything about AKB? Probably not.
She knew Flying Get.
Yeah, I mean, because back then, like, AKB was mainstream, right?
Yeah, I think the only thing goes back then, you probably knew AKB even if you didn't know AKB.
Yeah, but then this is like, AKB nowadays is like, chika idol group. So, anyways, whatever. My point is that, like, knowing or not knowing isn't really the standard.
Yeah. Not everyone can be Reiko.
I mean, you don't really want, 20 Reikos anyway.
All Reikos, yeah. That's when you become like a weird, like, otaku band or
Yeah, yeah, those themed chika idols.
Yeah.
Like all of them are, ski instructors or something.
Yeah, ski instructors.
No.
Yeah, or like monster truck drivers.
Yeah.
Like that, right? I like the band that likes tanks but doesn't like airplanes. And their rivals, the group that likes airplanes but not tanks.
Anyways, there's a lot of chika idols.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I guess like honorable mentions, there were a bunch of other girls who are former chika idols. And
are a bunch of them from like Xeon?
Yeah, apparently there was 3 of them who were from Xeon's former group, Jumping Kiss. I think one of them did well in Showroom, 31. So
yeah,
and then there was a former Gravure model.
Yeah, 79.
79, yeah, she was a former Gravure model. And then
Well, she actually like just started on that. She was only in one feature.
yeah, but
It was like to discover new Gravure talent around the country.
Yeah, she also had a digital photo book, I think, but not a solo.
yeah, I see. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then what else? There's a funny one that I enjoyed watching her Showroom because she had like absolutely no filter. She was like she failed 6th and 7th gens selection, so she got into the final round for 6th and 7th gen. And she was talking about like how she was friends with Misaki. It's like, Misaki and I we actually went to a cafe before the final round, and we were talking, we hopefully like we pass or blah blah blah. And she was also friends with Miyake Yuria. Yeah,
hopefully she gets in because Misaki needs a friend. And NMB. Her closest one is like Anju. That's not even really a friend. It's more of like an older sister, I think.
Or Miru.
Like Miru's no longer with us.
I think Misaki's like the type where she's like, she's not shy, so she's okay with talking to everyone. That's how she can get, you can go have lunch with Miru or something, right? Because she's not shy talking to her. But like, actually having like a good friend or something, it doesn't seem like she has one.
Or having a conversation with her on on a Hanshikai isn't that good.
Well, maybe you should not talk to her about Taco Bell.
For a prolonged conversation.
Yeah. Maybe you shouldn't be talking to her about Taco Bell. You should be talking to her about like Sukiya or something. She likes that better.
We're talking about Daiso because she likes collecting
beads.
Stationery.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, beads and stuff too. Probably that too.
Anyway,
yeah. So yeah, and then I don't really have any. I didn't watch any of this shit, so I think 45. I'm on the 45 hype train just because you guys keep on talking about it.
And her name is Utsunomiya.
That has nothing to do with it. If she was from Utsunomiya, then yes, I would be aboard on that train harder. But...
maybe her ancestor was from Utsunomiya. Whatever.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. But yeah, I guess this became somewhat more relevant though. It was relevant and also really dumb. is they had said that also the 8th Gen member like auditionees would be performing at the 11th anniversary concert, specifically the Thanksgiving one. Which when we saw that announcement, we were like kind of okay, but also like, hey, this is also the one where like every member's supposed to have their own center.
Yeah.
So it's supposed to be like 40 songs. On top of that, you're adding this 8th Gen song or whatever. Like, okay, this is gonna be kind of a clusterfuck. And yeah, we'll talk about that, I guess, when we actually get to that concert. But
Yeah, I was a little bit upset because of that.
Why?
And then, like, where do you put it in the set list?
set
And,
list.
like, is it going to steal attention away from whoever is before or after them? But it ended up okay.
yeah, it's like a little like blip.
Yeah, it was like, blink and you'll miss it.
Yeah.
Yeah, still chaotic.
Yeah. I guess that was like all the members that were able to come to Osaka, I guess. So I think it was like, 70 something?
78, I
80
think.
maybe?
76.
Anyways,
came
something like that.
Yeah. But we'll talk more about that when we get to that part of the concert.
Yep.
Yeah, and I guess that's going to do it for the news. So then, let's get to the main event, and that is 11th anniversary concert report. These were on November 3rd, the holiday on Wednesday, which is a terrible time to have a concert.
It really was.
Yeah, and I guess surprise, surprise, they had trouble selling it out. So much that they weren't not after all like the pre-sale stuff finished. They started doing like general sales, I think, like on like Pia or one of the other ticket sellers, and then they even had like day of tickets, like you could just buy them at the event.
The funniest part, I thought, like in the news post for the day of tickets, it said you can enter up to the last song. It's like, oh, I just got off work. Like, there's 20 minutes left in the concert. Let's go check it out.
God.
I mean, if you're dumb enough and you want to give them money, right?
Yeah, give them fucking 8,000 yen, 9,000 yen.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit.
Just to listen to Station Rap because you love Station Rap Time so much.
Hey, there'll probably be some people that would actually do that.
I remember when I went to Kyocera Dome for the AKB summer whatever concert. There were 2 days, I think. And they changed the time for the second day, and I didn't know. So I got there at 6 and it started at 5.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. I was like, they started, I was like, oh, maybe, I thought I was a bit late. Oh, did you just start? And then I got to my seat, and then like apparently they were in the middle of the concert.
Yeah, that reminds me of when I was an hour late for a Momoko concert in Shizuoka because my train got stopped for an hour because someone like dropped a bicycle on the middle of the tracks. It took an hour to clean that up.
Why were you going to Shizuoka for a Momokuro concert? I think that's the more important
yeah.
question.
I mean, I liked Momoko, and then also it was like I think it was the closest concert they had in Kanto,
Oh wow.
like to Kanto.
That's weird, not doing Tokyo.
Yeah, it is weird and dumb. But anyway, yeah. Anyway, we also went to this concert. Well, at least Ryan, Geoff, and I. And so I was there already. I got there the day before because I live farther from Osaka than the other two. And I went and got some goods. So they actually sold some new goods at the concert, and I got some really dumb goods because they had the number hat. Like trucker cap.
You guys should go look at Matt's Twitter account.
Yeah, I think I posted. Yeah, I did post it there.
Yeah, you did.
I saw these. I got really excited. I'm like, oh yeah, it's like gotta lean into my redneck nature or whatever. Get these trucker caps. It says Namber and like NMB.
Yeah, and Ember.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's supposed to be like NMB member or.
They just like to say like at the end as like fans or something.
Yeah, like
Okay.
user.
They think it makes it into a plural or something.
Yeah. Like, okay. Anyway, so I got a yellow one and a red one of those. And like they're like really cheaply made. It's like this like foam hat.
Yeah, it was
It's like not even like real.
so
not even real hat
I was able to like touch one because Matt bought like 2 or 3 or something. And I was like, it was way cheaper than I thought it was.
Yeah, 'cause it was like 1,800 yen, and then actually like okay, it felt even less than that, like cheaper.
Yeah, it was like, it
Should've been
looked
like 500
it
yen.
looked like you weren't really expecting like anything like with good quality or anything, right? But it was like
Yeah.
way crappier than I thought it would be.
Yeah, it's no new era or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. Anyway, it was dumb thing. It was a dumb thing I wanted to buy, so I bought that, and then I also bought some ticket case holders, like little like badge holder things, because I haven't bought one since I think it might have been like Milky's graduation concert where I bought like a Sayaka one.
Oh wow.
So because I'm starting to go to theater shows again, so like to have that like hold the ticket and my ID in, and hopefully maybe next year or 2 years from now we'll like, go back to actual in-person handshake events. So
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
are you
might be good.
This is the most optimistic I've ever heard you, man.
I always said 2022 was the earliest we were going to be going back to normal handshake events, but I may be pushing even farther back now, moving the goalposts to 2023. But
yeah,
that, and then I also got the mask cases or mask covers is what they call them.
Yeah.
Which actually these were actually pretty cool. So individual member mouse cases. That's what the katakana said, but I think it's supposed to be mouth cover. They put over your mask, and it had like the member's name, and then also has like their pen light colors, or at least the two of their pen light colors.
Or one.
They only have one. Oh, I guess they have the same color
Chihi
twice.
is supposed to be yellow, white, and blue, but they put 2 yellows. Because it's supposed to be like 11, so 2 stripes.
Okay.
So they
But then there were also
everyone
like
to
some
2.
like new member, like some members like changed the colors.
Yeah.
Like Harakaren, I guess hers used to be like pink and blue. Now she has both pinks. She has pink and then light pink. That's what I got. Geoff, what did you get?
I got basically all the individual non-random Chihi goods and a couple Nanaho things. So like the Uchiwa, the mask case, mask cover, the ticket holder, some keychains. I also got a number hat, a yellow one, but I've never worn it because it's so stupid. I don't know, like if I had won tickets to the Hanshin game, I might have worn it there.
Yeah, I wanted to get some more, I guess, like maybe like a pink and blue one. Like pink one I guess for Harakaren, but like I don't want to wear a pink hat. But then I was like got the pink and blue, and then at least I'd have like all 3, NMB colors. So that was like my reasoning, but I didn't. Also, now that they're so cheaply made, I'm happy I didn't get them. Yeah, and then I guess Ryan, you got nothing.
No.
But Arda, you didn't go to the show, but you bought some stuff online.
Yeah, I order everything about Wakapon, so from keychain, ticket holder, and then mask, and then also Uchiwa.
Okay.
I also bought the cap, the light blue one.
Light blue, okay.
Yeah,
Is that from Marin?
yeah, and also Wakapon towel.
Okay.
Oh yeah,
the
the
they had the new
towels.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So the towels were actually delayed for the on-site pickup, and they sent it afterwards because they emailed us like the day before saying, "Oh, there's due to like disruptions of the logistics in China."
Of the supply chain, that's what we were
Yeah,
playing.
supply chain.
But it was
And
only
also,
delayed
like,
for a week.
Yeah,
That's not much.
and then the towel that we were supposed to get for the evening show that came with the tickets, those were also delayed. But that one hasn't arrived yet.
Oh, wow.
That one says like they're gonna like ship it to you for free.
Yeah.
I guess.
See, they can ship for free, but no, they have to charge you 800 yen for your shipping.
It's like cash on delivery. Yeah. So there's that. So then with the so there was the Uchiwa. I guess they have a new like quote unquote like custom Uchiwa this time. So the last one at the summer concert it was like a whiteboard style with a little marker. This one now is like a blackboard style with like the stickers, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
and it
a
came.
standard. So you know, it's an idol uchiwa. You know, the black uchiwa. Then you're supposed to put like neon stuff on it. But you were saying, Jeff?
And so they came with like a sticker with the member's nickname on it. But then like it's not that good because instead of the individual letter cutouts, which are easier to see, they put the letters on a leopard print background and then it's this giant like rectangular sticker that you put on it.
Yeah, it's pretty crappy.
It's
pretty
really
ghetto, but-
so it's hard for the members to see from that far.
Yeah.
Yeah. I guess if you came like prepared, maybe you could like cut out the letters. I guess cut around it, the leopard print.
Or just make your own.
That too. Yeah.
Like the point of having these uchiwa, right, is because there's black uchiwa, so there's a contrast, and then you put like neon lettering on it, so that the from the stage they can see you holding up the uchiwa. So putting leopard print on the background of the letters kind of defeats the purpose because then you just you remove the contrast.
Yeah. It's harder. Yeah, I guess with the goods pickup this time, they actually learned their lesson. I think everyone learned a lesson, both people buying and then also staff, because I think everyone picked like the earliest slots possible for picking up the goods. And last time we had problems with picking up the goods because like we showed up like an hour late, like an hour after they started giving them. Wait, like my pickup was 10 o'clock. It was like 10:30, and they were just letting in the 9:30 people.
And
For,
in line, and the line took a long time, but this time
Yeah, for
there was
Hatanatsu.
basically no line.
Yeah. This time, yeah, they basically they didn't even check if like you had the right time when I went there. Like there was no one checking your time, no one checking if you had the COVID tracking bullshit. You just go into the line and pick up your stuff, and it was like really smooth. I guess maybe I just don't want to worry about like overcrowding. I guess I don't know, but anyway, got the stuff with no problem. So yeah, that's like the kind of pre-show there, like getting goods, and then yeah, we got the Osaka Joe Hall. A lot of people there, but not a lot of people, but still, like didn't seem like it. Still seemed a little light.
Nah, it's pretty much the same.
Yeah,
Like
maybe just the number of fans coming, or isn't that many?
It wasn't like super crowded outside, but it was still crowded. Yeah, I don't know.
I think it would have been better. I think if it was like a Saturday or a Sunday, right? Like if it actually was a weekend concert.
Yeah, probably, but I don't think I don't think you will feel like there's like more people or less people though. Like
Yeah, it's still a lot of people.
yeah, it's still a lot of people. I mean, obviously, it's not like the worst crowd I ever experienced was like Bampaku, for Sayaka Sonic. That was terrible. But
Worse as in like too many people.
yeah, too many people, as in
Okay,
like I mean, we had to take like an hour to get out, right?
Yeah.
Because there's only the stupid little monorail
Yes,
that serves that.
yes. But like Osaka Joe Hall has like a lot of like exits to it, but still like usually like it will be very filled up. But
They funnel everyone out into like one or two exits only.
yeah, but it was okay. Like I didn't feel that there was like I've been to a concert where there were like almost no people there. Like it was like a Thursday request hour. It was horrible. Like they had to like block out all the seats, and like only half the arena was full.
NMB request.
Yeah. It's 2016, I think.
That the year when they did like the No Sayaka concert.
Yes,
also.
yes. No Sayaka
I
concert was
remember-
Friday. This was a Thursday.
I remember. Yeah, they were like they. Yeah, they blocked out so many seats for the request hour, and then like they blocked out even more for the No Sayaka concert or something.
No, actually, the No Sayaka concert was better than the request hour.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, anyways. So I've been to those kinds of concerts.
Where,
So
like, no one shows up.
yeah, but so this one was better.
Yeah. Still a lot of empty seats, so
We don't
wow.
know. We don't know if it's on purpose or not, though.
yeah.
So you can't just
Well,
say like,
later
"Oh,
we-
there's a lot of empty seats," because
Well, I mean, they sold it as like one
Groups.
seat space between different application groups. So
Yeah.
our 3 seats were together, and then there's a space, and then some other person.
yeah.
Unless we took that empty seat space, because we have more space. Because those seats are too cramped and uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And then they did like so we know is like they also had the standing section, and those were pretty much all like in the arena that weren't part of the girls section. It was like pretty much front. But I guess there were also random standing seats like in our sections as well.
No, it was the standing turned out to be the arena and the very back of the stands. So basically, if you count the seats, it's approximately 50-50. So if we had gotten the standing seats, it would be a coin flip to if we get arena or like super shit seats.
Yeah.
So then by getting the seated seats, we guaranteed ourselves in like the middle, which is the lower part of the stands, which were okay.
Yeah, I think the first show was really good.
Yeah. It was fine. Like I enjoyed being able to sit.
The best part was that they finally brought back the carts where the members stand, the toroko.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Did you see
Since
how much
COVID.
space they left though? Like the aisle was like you could drive a car through it.
Yeah. It's like, oh no, what if the members' droplets
Yeah.
fall on the fans?
But I mean, it's good. It's good that they did it. But yeah, I thought it was funny because like the aisle was huge.
Yeah, so then let's get into the concert set list. So the first one was a scrap and build concert.
Yeah. So
I say it's scrap and build and name only is my impression.
Yeah.
Based on what they went with this.
I told you last time. You were overthinking it because they clearly had no plan of like doing anything that drastic.
There's no scrapping or building.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think the best way to like rephrase this would have been like, NMB remix. I feel like probably a better like name or theme for this. Cause it kind of felt like a remix of like the old shit.
Yeah.
The only cool thing I noticed actually was like with like the overture like video thing was like so it does like a countdown of each year. If you noticed it,
I
Yeah,
did.
yeah,
I
yeah,
did
yeah.
notice it.
Yeah.
yeah. And then when we got to 10, like it just started crumbling away. And then it's like 11th anniversary. I was like, okay, it's like the only like, scrapping building we had for this.
Supposedly, like, if they wanted to do it, right? Like, I mean, before we get into the set list, or maybe we should talk about this after we go through the set list. But
Yeah.
like, if they really wanted to do scrap and build, they should have like not done any of the like the standard issue songs.
Yes, exactly.
Anyways, we can get to that
Oh,
later.
Yeah.
But yeah, they did start with Scrap and Build song. Scrap and Build. So they lived up to that promise at least.
Yeah,
I
because
joked I think they're just gonna do it on repeat for like 2 hours.
we are such Team K fans, right?
Kojurin loves this song.
Yeah.
Well, it was in Yume wa Nigenai, wasn't it?
Was it?
I think that's like the biggest NMB connection.
Well, it's in Qmart, and then it's also like in Dance.
I don't even think like Sayaka was in this. Like in the like the Team K that did this.
It might have been like a year or two before
Sayaka joined AKB, right? Yeah.
Because this was like Ue Karamariko, I think.
No, this was Uza, I think. But this was before Sayaka was scanned into AKB.
Okay, yeah, it's the first encore song of Yume wa Nigenai.
Okay. Anyways, whatever. Not important.
Yeah.
What's more important is Fumono Tochi o Mankai ni.
Yes, that was nice to see them, see
And
everyone do it.
all the members fucking hate this song though.
Because it gives them bruises on their knees.
Yes, because you have to roll on the ground. And they hate doing that.
Oh, should we mention like with Scrap and Build? Because that was one with the trolleys. What members were in the trolleys?
The top 6. The current top 6, apparently.
Yeah, which may
'cause they started the concert.
It's gonna piss some people
Depending on
listening
who
to this.
Yeah, you may not agree with this. So what was it? It was, Nagisa, Kokona,
Kojirin,
Kojirin,
Rei-chan,
Rei-chan,
Wakapon, and Keito.
Wakapon.
Keito. Okay, yeah. I think Wakapon was the last one. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
pass some people.
Yeah, some people are mad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I have my opinions
nothing-
on who should be
yeah.
the top 6, but I mean, they are the current top 6, so, Makes sense.
Yeah, yeah, it's okay. Yeah, then we got Namba I, and
Speaking of shit songs,
yep, and then Takenouno Ringo,
okay.
And
Kase Fuitori
like,
doesn't make sense though. But okay.
Is this list? Was this before that part or
no?
after?
So then this goes into the NMB 48 leaders unit.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I think this list is wrong or like out of order.
No, it's written below the song.
Okay. I see the little like bracket thing. Yeah. And yeah. So yeah, after they did the little intro stuff, then yeah, they went to the units basically.
Basically, they did the old gen. So there's a next gen concert, right? So these are the old gens.
Yeah, we call this the Boomer Corner.
Yeah. They did like
the best corner.
They did. I think Matt and I were talking while it was happening. I think because we couldn't talk to Geoff, right? Because he was so enraptured by the concert.
Yeah.
So
I was telling you guys to shut up.
He was. What the fuck? We're in a concert. Why are you shushing us?
Because you're not supposed to talk anymore. It's COVID, and everyone's fucking
you're
hearing
just
you
mad
in
because
front
I'm
of
saying
you.
mean things about Jihi.
Well, it was I think Matt and I were in agreement though that it was like one song too much or two songs too much.
Yeah, they did 4 fucking songs under this. Like holy shit! Like normally they do like 2 for like some kind of weird unit like this.
I was very pleasantly surprised. And they even did Tokonoma with like the umbrella things.
Yeah. Well, they already had the umbrellas from Akarin's concert. Might as well reuse them.
Yeah.
They even mentioned it like in the MC, right?
Yeah, they did.
Like, oh yeah, it's the same umbrellas from Akarin's concert.
because we're too cheap to get new props.
Spent it all on the guns for Miru's grad.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess Geoff, you like Tokonoma? Say
Yes.
to me.
Because
One of many performances of this song on this day.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't the best performance of this song on this day. That's for sure.
But yeah, we felt like it kind of like it's like they don't, especially kind of like what their whole message of like the new NMB or whatever. Okay, it's cool to have the leaders like give them recognition, but don't like make like half the concert about them. I mean, I'm exaggerating obviously, but
Yeah, I mean it's fine. I don't
songs.
really have any problem with doing this because got to give them something. But yeah, this is the part they should have scrapped, I guess.
No, they should build the whole concert around this.
Okay, then you can watch that concert, and Matt and I won't come to Osaka for it.
or Tokyo. Well, I won't come to Tokyo. Ryan just won't leave his house. Yeah. So there's that, and then we went to more units. We got Priority with Kojidin.
Yeah, and this is this is where I think they jumped the shark. Where
is where I guess they're calling it the NMB remix.
Yeah, I mean
because they basically take old shit and.
I think I was telling you guys. I mean, I've talked about this before, and I was telling you guys this over dinner, where I do get upset when they basically cosplaying better performances. What I mean by that is that Kojirin did Priority, right? It's fine, whatever, it's Priority, but it's been done before and it's been done better. So if they did something different, right? And so the thing is, like, she comes out and she's like, she's a host. She's, what's her name? Tengaji Reo, right? And
Tengaji Reo.
Tengaji Reo, okay.
Yeah, and so, but then there was also like the what's Kineto or something, right? The Momoka's name.
Sumeragi.
Yeah, Sumeragi Kineto, and then Mikatsuke something for Sayaka. So I mean, they already had it, so this is like a third version of it. So I wish, like, I don't have any problem with them doing Priority. I wish they did something else, made it more interesting.
Yeah, like Kojirin being like the Ikemen character, that's fine. Doing Priority, that's fine.
Yeah.
So they could have done like so. I guess the closest I can think of is Danceable's online concert last year when they turned Gomen Ice and Nainda into like a pair performance with Chihi. So they could have done something like that. Like with, I don't know, make her like the ikemen who like makes some girl fall in love with her. But then they went the whole host thing. They made up a stupid name.
Yeah.
It's literally the same thing.
Yeah. There's no difference, right? So there are other performances that they did more creative
It
things.
is. And some did not less so.
I know.
Like,
We're criticizing this for not being creative. I'm saying that there are others that they did more creative things. So I will, when we get to those songs, I will praise them for it. But now we're criticizing them for the not scrapping and building.
yeah.
So wanted to call that out. So for example, like Matt's favorite song, like
Which one?
like Jukron and Tapan, for example, when they did that last year. Was it 2 years ago? Like that was creative.
Cool. Yeah, that's cool.
Right? They could have done something like that. I mean, I'm not saying copy it. I'm saying, Priority is a song about host or whatever, right? But you don't need to do it beat by beat like what Momoka did. That's what I'm saying. Especially with like, this is the NMB captain, right? Like Kojirin. So, she's a big member. So you would spend effort on it, right? If it was like, some smaller members, then maybe you don't need to spend effort on it.
Mm.
But yeah, that's my criticism of it.
All right. Okay, next song. Namida no.
Hyomin Choro.
I don't actually remember this. What did they do?
Because you
It's basically a race and
probably
race
fell
solo.
asleep.
Huh?
Because it was a dance song, so it was Ray centered,
Yeah.
and then with Chihi, Sadharu, and Yumin.
Yeah, I mean, I'm drawing a blank. Do you remember, Matt?
That's why.
You guys blocked this out because I was enjoying it.
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's not just because it's Chihi and I'm making fun of you, Geoff. It's like I literally don't remember any. Like, what the fuck? Like, for some reason, my mind goes from Priority directly to the other one.
Okay.
Well, I mean, okay. Anyway, I mean, there's
What
no
do you like about
real
this song?
reason for either of you to like this. So
Yes.
Is this Jeff bait? Is what the song was?
It's Geoff.
finally performed this for the first time. That was at this point I was like, wait, why is she coming up again so soon? Because she had just done the NMB leaders thing, and then Yumin was in this again. So I was kind of confused at like the whole like unit things they were gonna do in this concert.
Mm-hmm.
And then it ended up being like really unbalanced. Like I'll talk about it more later.
Mm.
Yeah.
Like
Okay.
some members were featured very prominently in this concert,
And some
others
only got
weren't.
like one appearance. You blink and you miss them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This was Geoff and his friends' whole thing during lunch. They're bitching about what's her face. Yeah. Okay, next.
Next.
Yeah.
Kimi wa Melody.
This was the ballad version, right? Like they were singing it rather than dancing
It's
it.
the normal version.
How was it?
I mean,
Yeah,
the
song is
the
normally
dance
kinda
is
ballad.
very like calm, like and
Yeah.
easy.
Oh, okay. I thought they remixed it to be a ballad or something.
Nah, the song just sucks. That's why.
Okay. You just hate my Yu, right?
It was Sakura.
Oh, was it?
the center
Okay.
person.
Now I know.
This is the one where they brought back AKB
Oh, okay. This
Yeah,
is
yeah.
what...
for the second time. The second time. Not the first time they've done it. This is the second time they've done this. It's the one where, yeah, and they actually were part of the Senbatsu. It was like the weird, like, 10th anniversary song.
Yeah. Okay, now I remember.
And it's supposed to be like Sakura's first solo singer,
Yeah.
and then
Steal all the thunder.
yeah,
Now I remember.
and then they were also in her like double centered one with Mayu in the music video. Kibo Teki.
Kibo
Refrain.
Teki.
Yeah, with the key, yeah.
Yeah,
It's fine. No one gives a shit.
That's
Yeah.
why she left and became a global star.
Yeah, that's why I hate this song. My only good memory of the song is actually this is the first time I got a signed card from Sayaka at one of the handshake events.
You won it.
Yeah, my first time.
Congratulations.
And that's when I think Gin remembered my name.
Bob.
He didn't quite remember. He still calls me Bob. He's like lucky. He calls me Lucky Guy. Lucky Guy Bob, I think.
Such a stereotype thing, right? Like, white guy, Bob.
Yeah. Anyway, I did that. And Skinny Nate coming aside. So this is fake Lapis Arch.
Well, it's Chow. The Yoshimotozaka unit.
Fake Chow / fake
Lapis Arch.
It's
Lapis
cosplaying
Arch.
a group cosplaying another group.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. This is where more of my like kind of like remix argument. Like, yeah, they're just like doing old shit with new members.
I want to say though, like I hate the outfits. Like
the pink, blue, yellow.
Like it's an 8. It works for like old like what I gain in like comedians, right?
Yeah.
But like because they're wearing like 80s outfits, but it just doesn't work. Like it's so weird. Like they look like they were wearing outfits that my mom would wear. So.
Yeah. Anyway, these members were Keito, Wakapone, and Mikana. So.
Yeah, D3.
Yeah, top 3 D3.
Yeah.
Are they top 3? Is Mikana back up there?
Well, who's the third?
There are no other DCs.
Anon.
Anon.
Hasa.
Amiru. Yeah, Hasa.
No.
Yeah.
So there is no third. So she just got it by default.
Yeah. Yeah. So did that, and then more old bullshit reasons ahead with Water Nagi.
So I remember I saw the cart, right, the trolley, and then I was pointing it to Matt, saying like someone's gonna do Waruki because I see the horns.
Yeah, and we're trying to figure out who is it.
Yeah, and then it's Nagisa.
Yeah. Which I think Ryan famously said like she never did this before.
Yeah, apparently I did, right? Apparently I said this like a long time ago. It's like
you were proud of it or whatever.
Yeah. Well, no, not anymore.
Disappointed in Nagisa.
Yeah.
Just stooped so low.
I mean, it's the same. It's the same thing, right? Like if they did something interesting with it, I wouldn't. Well, no, not fuck Waruki. No, there is nothing interesting you could do with it anymore.
I mean, I like this because Nagisa is not the
sexy type.
milky features. Yeah, she's not the sexy type, but she has a charm. Like that kind of it
she
works
could definitely
for
fish.
Waruki.
Yeah. Well, Nagisa's fishing is like a different kind of fishing, right? It was more like
cute and innocent.
Yeah, she's very, very charming. Yeah, that's a good word to describe Nagisa. But it's not the the milky like or the shin type fishing.
Get into your pants.
Yeah.
Pretend to get into your pants.
Yeah.
Fishing.
Oh, I just saw this like right now on
breaking news. Holy shit!
No, not
on Matome.
The Matome post, and this is it, right? Like so the stuff the units we just talked about. Basically, all the members are 13, and these are all the members that are in. Oh, we can't talk about it, or Matt's gonna be upset. Let's keep that in mind.
There's a new song.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's
okay. I see what you guys are talking about.
Yeah. From M9 to
sense.
M13.
Yeah.
Makes sense, I guess.
Yeah. So that's probably why. I guess.
That's why.
That's why
Chihi
Chihi and
Yumi
Yumi
show
came up so soon.
Yeah.
Dang. That sucks.
It sucks.
Yeah. Sucks how that's how it actually had to be.
Yeah.
In this final result stuff. But yeah, okay. But yeah, Nagisa, Water Nagi.
Yeah. But it's fine. Like,
in the running
she did it like the best. Like it's not the worst version of Waruki.
She made it her own.
Yeah, did she though?
Milky's been gone long enough that I don't know. It doesn't.
Did she just perform this last year?
She performs at every solo concert she does.
That's true, but that was Momone's.
But milk your peers. So.
Didn't Miru perform this like a few months ago?
Like 2 months ago, yeah.
Yeah.
It's everyone's song now.
Yeah. Yeah,
it's not even an NMB song anymore.
like the song has just lost all meaning. Anyways.
Yeah. So that happened. Then we get another break with Nagisa and
the Koji Nagi moment.
Yeah.
This MC was super long for some reason.
Yeah. They were prepared.
Yeah.
But I didn't really get why, because it wasn't members who had they had plenty of time to change.
I guess so. I guess Keito had to do
Like two
songs.
The 80s outfit has a lot of accessories.
Yeah. She had to remove her girdle and
Yeah, so really long MC. And then they did Ali Lemon Kisetsu, which I guess a prominent thing about this is it's the first time he performed it like at a concert.
First and only time it has been performed.
Yeah.
So this is I think this is the block where they used the screen more. They used like videos and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And this one actually was like you're saying is really distracting because they're playing the music video for this while there's also the concert going on.
Yep.
And because the video they had like all like the lens flares and stuff, it's like super distracting.
It was though, because like it was a face shot of the member, right? So you tend to look at it because you want to look at the screen. And then it was like a face shot of the member, and then there's like the crazy lens flare, and it was horrible. Like I understand like 1 or 2 lens flares, right? But then you don't J.J. Abrams the whole thing.
This is what university level like video editors.
If there was a decent like editor or director or something, they would say, "What the fuck? Remove the lens flare."
It's like when you first like make like PowerPoint or whatever, and like you get really excited about using all the animations
or
transitions and stuff.
Or you're writing
like
a paper, right? You have a word art and everything.
Yeah. Yeah. So then, more. Okay, here we get some more, fake NMB bullshit. We get fake quintet with which one?
I don't even know what version of this is anymore. Like, how many times has quintet been covered?
This is like the 3rd iteration because last time I did it was 9th anniversary.
Okay. Even I think before that they've done it before too, right? Anyways, whatever.
But that was the one where we had like that. At least that one was cool because he had double quintet because he had like the real quintet show up.
Yeah.
That's nice.
This time, well, real quintet was also in this concert. They even did Waruki.
Yeah. So.
I mean, you can't have Nagisa and like 3 new members though. That's just weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so this is Kokona, Mikana, Shin, and Sadharu.
Yeah, it was like like talk about scraping the bottom of the barrel here.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, they didn't even put Harukaran in there. That's his point.
That's like
Kokona being
Matt
in this
being
is like the weirdest.
Salty about it.
Yeah. Like, cause she was in the last one, and Shin was in the last one, so like.
You wanted consistency.
This is like the theme, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like kind of fashion-ish members.
Yeah, so the units starting from Aoi Lemon no Kisetsu was like I guess like the units from this point on, they tried making themes for them. Right? So like which one is the quote unquote fashion members. And that's why I said like, they were kind of scraping the bottom of the barrel here.
Yeah.
Because like Kokona and like Mikana, they do fashion stuff, right? But I don't know. I don't think Shin or Sadharu have done fashion stuff. Maybe they have.
Sadharu just really loves Saipi.
Yeah. So you go from quintet to something like the cosplaying thing, right? Is what I said. Like you just highlight how lacking the current ones are versus like the old ones.
I didn't. Well, I mean, you were a quintet fan, so maybe you feel this more, but I didn't feel it too bad because I don't know.
I mean, it's fine.
At least, yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
like. I was okay. I was fine with them doing which one. It's okay. I mean, which one isn't really like beaten to death, so it's fine. But
Also, it's the only good quintet song.
fuck you. But it was more of the theme, right? The message where, you know, oh, these are like our four, like, you know, fashion icons or whatever. It's like, what? These four? And that's my only complaint. It just like the performance itself, doing which one's fine. It's more like, you know, we chose like our four like fashion members, which is like, you know, two of them and then two others who would like to do fashion as well.
It's about giving them a chance. That's a building.
Oh, okay.
Then get rid of the. Like, I mean, because Karen's also into.
Matt's not gonna give. Matt's not gonna give this up. She was in the other one. You didn't enjoy her in the other one?
No, because that song I don't remember, and also
It's too K-pop. That song is K-pop.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, fuck that. Wait, that was it's the one she always been posting on Instagram for the last like
Week.
Yeah,
like,
I
week,
see you
yeah.
liking those posts.
I like the post. I don't like the song. What it stands for. It's like because Karen. I'm trying to boost her numbers.
It's fine.
Anyway, yeah. I mean, you could have swapped like any of those other members with like put Mikana in this or
What?
why'd you put
Because
Sadharu? Swap Sadharu with Harukaran maybe. I don't know.
It's the same thing. Like Shin,
Yeah.
Sadharu, and Karen, all three of them
Yeah, so
don't really
basically,
do
I think
fashion
Coconut,
anything.
I think Coconut is kind of the one I think that should have been. She has too much shit anyway. Right, that's why. She has too many other songs.
It's Matt being very salty about this.
Yes.
I just like how they show members' profile in English though on this performance.
yeah, that was.
Yeah, if
that
you
was
saw
funny.
the video.
versions.
I think it was mostly translated correctly.
Yeah, I mean they just wanted to copy like Quintet, right? Like Quintet had that whole thing.
Speaking of copying things,
This is my block, by the way.
yeah.
I want everyone to know this
The
is
Ryan bait.
But it just makes you upset.
Niji. No, not really.
You're confused. 'cause
Well,
it's
actually,
done
only because it was Zeon Center.
Yes,
for it's
Yeah.
7th gen.
If it was someone else, then you would be more upset.
yes. Well, like the reason I'm upset is because they just like, you know, distribute Niji to anyone. Like, you know, if it's like, you know, if it has actual meaning, then I'm okay with it. I mean that's why I wasn't really upset with which one either. Yeah, so next song was Niji no Tsukurikata. And, you know, the management finally did something right. And performed it with Zeon as the center. Like, I mean, I could give or take like the members she was with.
It's all 7 gens
Yeah.
plus 7.5 gen. So, you know, I think it's okay. You know, it's your new freshman.
It's okay. Yeah. Yeah.
At least Misaki got some love. She didn't actually mess up all that much either.
Yeah. I mean,
I guess kind of,
yeah, it's fine. Like, you know, Niji has now turned into the, you know, the fresh member song, right? Which is, you know, okay. But, yeah. I just don't like it when they give it around to random people. This one's fine because, you know, Zeon's very cute. And she deserves to be center.
the next one, is the one we were talking about with Karen. This is like the sexy girl unit.
Tall
Tall
girl.
unit.
You know, the weird thing is, like, this wasn't even that kind of song when they first did it. Like, the original one. Because this is a Nagisa Saipi centered song.
It's Teppotai.
Teppotai
Teppotai.
4. Yeah.
Chihi's in it.
Yes, of course, she's in all the Teppotais. So, right? And, you know, no one will ever, you know, say that, you know, she's like a long leg unit. So, yeah, I mean, it's whatever.
Yeah, it's interesting.
Like, who was even the center for this? I don't even know.
Was it Miki?
Was it Miki?
Or
I don't
Fua?
think so.
Or-
Mighty, I think?
It's
Yeah,
four
it was
members. It's
mighty.
kind of.
Yeah.
It's not really like
Yeah,
center.
Anyways,
Yeah.
Karen was
Doesn't
in
matter.
this. Matt was upset. It was fine.
I blocked out my memory.
Yeah.
Next, speaking of blocking things out of my memory.
Oh yeah,
Next
fucking
song.
awful song. Like I guess this was the first time ever that this song was ever appropriate and relevant. 'Cause everyone hates this song. It's
It's okay, because it fit.
yeah, because the theme, like I remember when I heard the song, I was like, oh okay, I bet you the theme is gonna be like Variety Girls, and then I saw it. It's like, okay, these are the Variety Girls. It's Nagisa, Wakapon, Yuina, Reiko, Hasa, Mirai, Shiori, Shion. Like I don't know. It was like towards the end, it was like, yeah, whatever, put her there.
we need an eighth member.
Like the only reason like we're even talking about this song probably is because of what is it, Matt?
It ties into the next part where they had a whole like variety corner, basically a Yugata NMB section with Mitorizu coming back as the MCs for this, which is pretty cool.
Mitorizu is not bigger, is not too big for NMB yet.
I think they are, but
They
just
are.
not for their.
They had to fly them back from Tokyo. Like they barely got here on time.
Yeah. Apparently they got on the plane as the concert was starting.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh,
And it's only like a 30-minute flight, so yeah, it's not bad. Or an hour flight, I guess. So it's not.
Yeah.
But then you have to go from like Kansai Airport or Itami, whichever one they.
They said they rode the Rapid, which probably means they were on. They got on to Kansai Airport.
It was a private jet, and they got airdropped into.
But yeah, I mean, I was happy to see Mitorizu because I all of us probably like we enjoy Yugata NMB, but it was quite long though. I will say it was like it was, maybe if it was for one or two jokes it would be okay. It was quite
basically
long.
a whole like half of like Yugata essentially. It was like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. Long.
Yeah, I mean they probably needed to get their money's worth with Mitorizu, so. That's fine.
But yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
All right.
And then Matt.
Next, we get the bathroom break.
Danceable 2.
Yeah,
Danceable
this is definitely
better
danceable.
version.
Fake danceable.
Yeah.
With Must Be Now, and it's I guess like the dancey members.
Keito?
Well, I mean, they want to push her as like all around talent.
Yeah. I mean, I've never. I mean, this is not like me being like anti-Keito or anything. I just had absolutely no
Let's say
image of her as being a good dancer.
She's not bad.
I mean, I'm not. I don't. Yeah, still right. Like no one
but you
ever
need
said
like
like she was like a great dancer. Maybe she is. I don't know.
You need like a centerpiece. You need a centerpiece for a unit though. So I guess she'd like the.
Yeah, that's true. Like Anon's there, I guess. I don't know. It's fine. Must Be Now.
But I mean, the rest of these are pretty much dancers, and
Yeah, it's Must Be
Well,
Now.
Renatan was kind of surprising.
Yeah, maybe she's a good dancer. I don't know.
she's in Wink. I mean, she's one of the best dancers.
Oh, okay, whatever. Moving on.
I'm just.
Fun fact: Yumin had taught the members this song.
Oh, she's an original member.
Yep.
This is her like you guys can't join Danceable, but here you go.
You can do danceable adjacent stuff, but you can't join danceable.
Okay, next is like the
Sexy unit. Sexy unit.
Yeah, sexy unit, girlfriend unit.
Yeah. This is this was Akarin's unit in End Pride. I think it's an AKB album song, Shawa no Ato Dakara. It was fine, whatever.
Yeah.
It's as you expect.
Yeah, basically it's an alternate zipper.
Yeah, I mean, I applaud them for not falling into the zipper trap.
Yeah, there was no zipper.
Thank God.
This concert. Or the other concert?
No,
Nope.
no zipper in these two concerts.
Okay.
Oh, see, Matt, they did what you wanted them to do. They retired zipper.
Even though I like zipper, so they should have
Kept it.
It's nothing else to retire.
Like Waruki.
Yeah. No, yeah. Well, I just keep it just because it makes you mad. Next, Romantic no Sayonara.
I actually quite
Or
enjoyed
Jeff
this
Bate.
song because okay, so this is like earlier we were ranting. I was ranting about like priority, like because it was a cosplay of Momoka, right? So this was actually what I meant, where if they put effort into it, they could do something that was not the same as previous what they used to do. So Romantic Sayonara is an undergirl song, right? It has dance and everything. But they arranged it where it's now like, basically Yuri Gekijo.
Yeah, into
okay, I
playing.
remember now.
Yeah. I really enjoyed it. Despite Chihi being the lead. And
That's how good it is.
no, my highlight
liked it
was
because of
my
IP.
highlight was actually IP because she was like I don't know. I've never I didn't see the stream, but she if you were watching live, you could see her in the background, like fangirling about like Uka and Chihi getting together. So she was in the background, like basically she's acting as the audience, right? She was getting excited and then sad and whatever. And I thought that was hilarious.
Also, Koharu was there. That's why I think my first notice. Oh, Koharu.
It's like the non-heavy dance song she can
Yeah.
do.
Yeah. What? Who else? Anju was in it? Did she sing?
Yeah, Anju.
Did she
I think
sing?
she was like the.
She was basically across from Koatan.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they were both singing it.
They had like 2 short singing sections.
I see.
So this is like the musical members
Yeah.
who want to appear in musicals and plays.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this was best segment. Everyone watch it.
I am loath to admit it, but yes, it was pretty. Like in this block, this was like the best one
Yeah.
for sure.
Well, I mean, look at the other.
I know.
One of the other options, yes.
Like, just give that
The other one
to Jeff,
actually-
man. Just give that to Jeff.
Yeah. Okay. This next one actually is pretty good too.
It's
Hanshin
unique.
Densha.
It's a good song. Chihi centered it. What else can I ask for?
Yeah, Hanshin Densha guitar version. That's just
Hankyu Densha, man. It's that you're
Hankyu.
talking about different company.
The rival.
Hanshin is a different train company.
But they actually are. They're both under Hankyu Hanshin Holdings now.
Oh, did they?
Yes,
did they
he's
merge?
half right.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah.
Hankyu Densha. Yeah.
It's like Frito Lay.
Like, so
We got,
the ending of Romantic Sayonara
like kind of
transitions to this.
That was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we have the 3 guitarists of NMB.
Yeah. So I thought the guitar thing with Yuna was a joke because of the
Wine In show.
the Wine
The
show.
YN
I thought it
song.
was a joke.
Yeah.
I didn't know she actually played the guitar.
I mean, she's not the best, but I mean, at least to play on the show, like she obviously has some experience.
Yeah.
And she had more time to rehearse this time, so she sounds a lot better.
Yeah. Yeah, it's okay. I thought it was good. Hankyu Densha. I could have I don't really care about the guitar part, but
I remember me and Ryan were like making jokes. I was like, "It's the 3 amigos, like Zamarian." And then I started rocking my Namba as like a maraca.
yeah. Anyways,
Yeah.
moving
That
on.
was good.
Then
we
Matt
get-
went to the toilet.
I got really.
He
upset
actually
with this.
did it, and I was like, "Fuck you, man."
Danceville came on, which is like, okay, that's reason enough to go to the toilet. But then like, they started with like some like dance like.
Yeah, they did that.
Build-up
They did
thing,
the
like intro.
dance break first.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I think that's when I left. And I think I actually completely missed the song, which actually is for the better. So they did "Don't Hold Me Back," which is Sayaka's new single song, which is like shitty K-pop bullshit. So I'm happy I actually completely missed this, because I would have been even worse. I've been more angry.
That they were doing Sayaka songs, or you just didn't like
No,
this
they're doing
Sayaka
this
song?
song. This song, yeah.
What did
Just
you want?
taunting you even more.
Yes, if they were going to do a Sayaka song, what song would you have wanted them to do?
Well, because probably like Sayaka songs aren't like
Danceable.
dance- Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. She's she's a musician. She does band stuff. You can't really dance to the song. That's why I don't like the direction Sayaka's gone with this song.
I wish they would. I wish if they were gonna cover a Sayaka song, I wish they would do like something unique, like Dramatic ni Kampai. But that's kind of similar to Romantic Sayonara, so maybe not.
Yeah. I mean, the last time they did a Sayaka cover was the Yukikoi.
Yukikoi is amazing. Well, they always do a Sayaka cover when they sing 365, though.
They did that at 9th anniversary already, though.
So. The Amirun one.
Yeah.
Yeah, Amirun singing and then Sad Heart randomly dancing.
Oh, was that Yukikoi?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was awesome.
That was good.
Yeah, they should do more of that.
Way better than this.
But yes, this was amazing. Because Nanaho finally came on here. Like, she had no units until this one. Like, because she's going to be in Danceable. But then I wish they had given her something else. But at least she had a really nice solo part in the second verse.
Was she the one done the most dirty? Like, you could make an argument like, Misaki only did Nijin's Kurga and nothing else as well.
But Nanaho, this is Nanaho's last concert.
Who cares?
And she's not last place in NMB.
Well, yeah. I mean, management clearly didn't think that, but
they just forgot about her.
Probably, yeah. Got to give us those 3 Keito centers.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, it's like so many like highlighted members, like same members getting highlighted multiple times. It started getting a little bit boring. Yeah, doing another MC break.
Yeah. Yeah, there were so many times I was waiting for Nanaho to come out. And I was trying to get like my pen lights ready for her, but then I was like, "Oh shit, it's Chihi again." Changed back.
You're conflicted.
Yes.
And then that was the end. That was the end of the unit corner.
Of the units, yeah. And then we start getting to like the the kind of traditional like banger corner, I guess.
Yeah.
Shirari Yanagi, Date Date Date, Otoshi Ana, which I got really excited for. During Shonen, and then close it out with World to People.
Yeah.
Because you get into it with a best song, right? So. Yeah. Yeah. So that part was okay. Okay. Then we got the encore.
Yeah. And then no surprise.
No surprise. Yeah. No announcement. Anything. Yeah. Boku no Yurika Nagaichi.
Yeah.
MC.
Todo was nice.
Todo was nice. Yeah. It was a callback to better days.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then we have to end with Seishun Uptime. So I mean, I guess like this is what.
Oh yeah. Todo Kano and So Todoku Mono was a nice throwback.
Yeah. And you know what? Like, so, Gojurin did like a speech or whatever, but yeah, I don't see the scrap and build. And this is what we were been talking about, right? That the concert is named Scrap and Build, but I don't really see what did they scrap and what are they building. And yeah, there's nothing. Whatever. It was it was a good concert actually. It was very enjoyable.
Nice units.
Yeah.
And they had
a unit concert.
Yeah, they had strong like flavor for everything.
Yeah.
So it was interesting. I kept you on your feet, like wondering, who's gonna appear in the next unit, things like that.
Yeah. I like so I guess like the theme of this first concert was more about like units, right? They did a lot of units and then they themed it. So it was interesting. It was very enjoyable. Like, okay, so they did like the variety unit or the musical unit or something like that. It was good. I wish they would do more of that in the future.
Yeah, I mean, like, so about the scrap and build thing, you can't like completely throw away everything of what makes NMB, right? So calling it scrap and build was being too ambitious, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, they probably don't really understand what scrap and build means anyway. So.
Yeah. They just think clapping has to do with it.
Crapu. I mean, I think, as we said, I think the well-executed units, where it was, like, creative and kind of the units, the members really fit into the theme.
Yeah.
Those were good, but then they still had moments where it's like, oh, not this again.
Yeah.
Like the cosplaying.
Yeah.
So it was good ideas, not always well executed.
Yeah, which is, something you can say about NMB in general. Yeah.
Any thoughts about this show, Aruda?
Yeah, I think it's a good show and with a good set list. I practically like how they divide the unit based on characteristic and then variety like that. Yeah, it's a enjoyable concert in summary.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah.
Okay, so then that was the Scrap and Build concert.
What time did this concert finish?
Like
it was
two?
like
It's
2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Around
it was 2 hours and
around 3
45
p.m. I
minutes.
think.
Oh yeah, almost 3 p.m.
Yeah, and then the next
Yeah.
concert was
we didn't have time to
6, right?
like 5 o'clock.
We didn't have
5,
time to go
yeah.
to our usual lunch spot in Kyobashi.
Yeah, because it was too far.
It was such a short time like between concerts.
Yeah.
But speaking of between concerts, we actually had a kind of a funny incident. Well, actually, so like when they let us out, they didn't do the normal thing where they let us out by blocks. So they let us out by rows.
Yeah. Well,
And this is unrelated, but I think we noticed like the VIP people were like in the front rows of
our block.
little section. Because we saw these all these girls randomly just sitting there.
Yeah.
And they had these like pamphlets with all the members pictures on there, of their names on there.
Yeah.
And, they were looking at them the whole time, trying to figure out who was who.
Yeah.
Which was kind of
Yeah, you could tell. Oh, these aren't fans. Like, who are these people?
yeah.
Yeah. So
I thought maybe they were 8th Gen members or something, but that's
no.
probably
I mean, because there's 100 of them, so it wouldn't be them.
Yeah.
So we
not.
were.
They fill seats, so.
So we were let out. I'll tell the story. So we were let out and really late, right? Like, because we were kind of in the front of our block.
Yeah,
So
fifth
we
row.
were let out like super late. It was ridiculously late. And so went out and then Geoff and I wanted to go to the toilet, so Matt waited for us somewhere.
I already
above.
went to the toilet.
Yeah, so he did. During Danceable.
During the-
Yeah, so Geoff and I went to the toilet. So when we came back, so I don't know why Matt decided like he was gonna wait for us, but he's gonna walk as well. So he was
I was waiting for you, and then I think I got I just want to go outside.
yeah. So he started walking, and so Geoff and I were trying to catch up with him. So because we were behind Matt, we could see, right? Like if you've been in Japan and you're well, probably if you're Asian, you wouldn't notice this. But if you're Western, there's something called like the gaijin bubble, where it's basically there's a force field around you, and like that no one wants to actually like get close.
Yeah, it's very useful. Like if you're on the train, you want to get your own seat, get your own row.
So
We even scared someone away from us, our Shinkansen seat, when we came back. Because it was a pretty full Shinkansen, and then me and Geoff had an empty seat between us, and they were starting to fill up the seats, everyone. I just stared at them all meanly, and then they're like, "Oh fuck, I don't want to sit next to these guys." And they turn around. But yeah.
So yeah, we were trying to catch up to Matt, and but then I noticed there was this space, so it was kind of crowded, right? We were trying to get out, but there was this space around him, and I noticed some people were trying to go past him, but they didn't really want to get close to him. So they couldn't go past. So I thought I would be nice to these people. So I went towards Matt and went
put space between us, fill the bubble.
Yeah, I filled the bubble, and I told Matt, "Hey, there's people behind you trying to get out. So could you either slow down or move away, right, or something?" And Matt, I mean, I guess Matt's used to these things, right? So he moved.
And I decided, fuck them. They can walk behind me. It's usually my whatever. That's their problem. It's not my problem. It's their problem.
Yeah, so I was like, yeah, Matt, there's this lady behind you he's been trying to get past you for the past 100 meters, right?
Yeah, it's I look behind my right shoulder, and I see, okay, yeah, there is a woman following me. I'm like, okay. So yeah, I try to make some space for her, and
you even moved to
didn't
the
really
other
pass it.
direction. You even moved to the other side, right? Like
yeah,
you were to my right, and then you moved to my left.
yeah, and she's still like kind of still following me.
Yeah.
And then when we get outside, which is like more open, like I think I made like a full on like fucking like 45-degree like. Okay, let's give her a fucking like whole football field worth of space to get around me. And she's still following me. So yeah, we get down the stairs and get down to like the fountain area, where we usually kind of like, get together, kind of talk and decide where we're gonna go for lunch. Eventually, the woman was still behind me the whole time, and then she eventually, kind of like tapped my shoulder and like talked to me. And then I'm like,
and I get out of the way.
You get away because I don't want anything to do with this.
Yeah, it's like because it's very common in Japan where some Japanese people want to talk to white people.
Oh, okay.
It's like, I don't want to have anything to do with this.
Yeah. So yeah, she talks to me, and then she's like, "Oh, hey, sorry for following you." And then she's like, she pulls out in her bag. She has a pin light. It says "Piro Piro" on it. And then she's like, "I'm Karen's mama."
What?
In Japanese. And I'm like, "Oh, okay. Hey, hi." Karen. Like she says, she saw me like last year. So I'm like, kind of like talking. She's like, yeah. And then she's like thanking me so much, and she kept on apologizing for following me for such a long time. And then she just kept on thanking me, like, "Oh, thank you so much for always going to Karen's like Hashikai and talking to her." I'm like, Karen, she's a good kid, she's fun to talk to, blah blah blah, and then she's like, "Oh, are you going to the night show?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, I am. I'm looking forward to Karen's, Cinder song." And she's like, "Oh, haha, okay, yeah." And then just kind of like, okay, and she's like, "Okay, well, thank you again, thanks again for talking to Karen, and sorry again for following you for so long." And then we just kind of like, and then she went off.
Yeah, so
She went away. I'm like, okay.
So Matt's officially like a family friend of Karen now.
Yeah, we're gonna have a bonkai, sometime next month.
Gonna invite her for Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
I wonder what her mom gonna tell Karen at that night after meeting you, maybe.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So actually, kind of like, I guess not the like complete doctor. She doesn't really look all that much like Karen.
No.
Kind of just looks like a mom.
Yeah.
Like kind of typical Japanese mother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She looked like a Japanese mom.
Yeah, Japanese mom, kind of middle-aged woman, seemed like probably in her late 40s maybe.
Probably 40s.
Yeah, mid-late 40s or so.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay. But yeah, talked to her, and it's nice kind of rare moment.
I mean, it's kind of an amazing story, right? Like
Yeah.
who has that happen to them? No one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even like the first time, a year ago, when she's like, "Oh yeah, my mom saw you go into the theater or go into the concert last year."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Oh, cool."
I mean, that's
it's easy to see me.
I mean, we know that's true, right? But that's really easy to. That's something.
Make up.
Yeah, that's easy to make up, right? Like she could have seen your
It's also
Twitter.
something.
She could have seen your
Yeah,
Twitter
it's
and
also
said,
something. Yeah, it's also something you wouldn't make up, right?
Yeah, I know. I'm saying
Yeah, it's like something you like. If you said, "Oh, I saw some white guy wearing like Harakan bullshit going to the concert,"
Yeah.
I think that, for Harakan to hear that, "Oh, okay, that's only one person that could be." And we're lucky that at least there was a Hanshikai 2 days later, or whatever. Next
Well, I
day,
think
so.
it was also more. Karen probably already told her mom she probably tells her mom every day what she did,
Yeah.
because she's such a mommy's girl.
Yeah.
Oh, today an American guy came to me. He likes orange chicken too. So since then, her mom has known who you were, and finally she worked up the courage to talk to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Yeah, just the whole build up to it is went from being kind of weird to funny to then really cool.
Yeah. You should have asked her mom "Oh, so what's Karen gonna send her? What song she's gonna send her?"
I did. I think she got kind of I can't say that. She got kind of a oh ho ho kind of a laugh like that. So
is it date?
I didn't think that. It didn't make sense though later when that happened though. But yeah.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like cool experience to happen for me. Obviously, I was like trying to be careful, like not make the conversation go on way too long, because it could have gotten like really awkward really quick.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm gonna.
If you do like standard Wota shit, right? Like you're liable to say like weird stuff too.
Yeah. I was thinking, hey, I should take a picture with you or something.
Yeah.
But
See,
that
speaking of weird shit.
That would have been cross line. We'll take a picture of her and then send it to Karen like via like Instagram DM. Yeah, that would have been like way too far, like 3 steps too far.
It would have been a good photo though, you and her mom, and then you could send it to Karen in DM.
Yeah. But now, like, because there's like no like Hanshikai events on the horizon, it's gonna be a long time before we'll be able to tell her about that, or for her to tell that. But
hopefully she remembers.
She'll probably remember, right?
Yeah.
I mean, actually, and 3 days later, Karen did like a tweet of me like at the concert. So
yeah, but she ego searches anyway. So
yeah, but like usually it's like the day of, right, or like the day after. But it's like 3 days later. I was like, I got liked by Karen, and it's like
she only goes through one hashtag at a time. She liked my Hara Pickle Karentan tweet like a day later.
Oh
yeah, where she liked mine like an hour later. I'm higher up on the tier.
She probably has a list.
Multiple lists.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a really cool experience. So much that I didn't really care about like the lunch stuff. So yeah, we didn't really talk too much about the middle.
Yeah, whatever. That's who
It
cares?
was
No one cares. Yeah, it was shit. Shit food. Expensive.
Except mini stop is good.
Yeah, I got a shit like chicken, so that was crap.
Okay. So then next is the
bathroom break.
We gonna take a bathroom break?
Yes.
All right. Next is gonna be the bathroom break, the real bathroom break. So we'll be back to talk about the Thanksgiving concert and some more stuff. So see you in a bit. All right, and we're back. So we're gonna talk about the Thanksgiving concert. So this is the second concert of the 11th anniversary concert series. This was at the nighttime. And the thing about this was, I think as was the last podcast, was each member would get to center a song, and so we all had like our theory, like what song are they gonna be doing, and we were all completely wrong.
Were we?
Yes.
Yes. Except for Mickey, I think.
Oh yeah, we got Miki.
Yeah.
Well,
Mickey
we didn't
is
predict her.
obvious.
I don't think we actually predicted that, but it's probably like pretty obvious. And actually, some of these actually, now you think about it, yeah, they are pretty. Some of them are pretty obvious ones, and then some of them like, the fuck were they thinking?
Yeah.
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 So,
There's a lot to get through, so
yeah, we're gonna kind of highlight the ones that like we like, but we're just gonna mention them kind of quickly. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So start off with Shiotsuki with Nagisa as center.
yeah, she took over from Miru on this.
Yep.
Makes sense.
I mean, she's kind of become like the default center, so yeah, makes sense.
Yeah.
Also, I'm confused, like, what was the order? Was it going to be, like, Japanese alphabetical order, or, like, oldest to youngest, or whatever?
Apparently not.
Generation by generation.
No pattern.
No pattern whatsoever.
I mean, there is.
Near the end, maybe near the end, but even then, that was kind of debatable.
Yeah.
And okay, next, Yokobo Mono with Kojinin center. Like, okay.
Yeah. So they had to start with like big guns, I guess, and then
because they always start with all members on stage.
yeah.
Right, and then they gradually like, pare it down.
Yep.
Then we get Kama Nagix with Yumin as center.
Yeah.
Which, okay.
Like she said in Showroom, like she was like, why Komonegix? Because she doesn't have much like attachment to that song.
Well,
But, they gave her like a solo.
It's not must be
corner,
now. It could have been worse.
well, for her it would have been better, right? Because she probably likes Must Be Now.
Apparently, she said she was like picked for a Komonegix like TV appearance when some member was gone or something. She like really dug back into her memory.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, even like Koinaka no Thank You could have worked for this too, right? But yeah,
whatever.
Next, Ha with Uka. Like, okay, makes sense. Dance.
Not really, but okay.
But it's Wink.
Oh.
But it's the Wink song.
Yeah. Trade Anchu for Uka.
I mean, Uka was Senbatsu for this song though, but she was Senbatsu before this and she was Senbatsu after this, so I don't really know
Nothing.
what's special about this for her. But yeah, it's a good song.
It's just like the message was like, oh, she has the longest Senbatsu streak, so like she like represents the NMB spirit.
So she's like, ha! I beat you all.
Okay.
Yeah. Next,
Nagichi.
you get the worst version of Nagaichi.
Best
I didn't think you could ruin the song, but somehow they did.
Yeah.
Chihi Center, Nagaichi.
Makes no fucking sense, right? Okay.
I mean, it's. I'm happy she got to center a song with all the members performing.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say at least she didn't get a double center.
Well, yeah, that too.
Isn't this kind of like a weird half double center?
No.
No. Well, there was trolleys for this, so she wasn't really featured that much. Actually, like Reiko was the one who's not featured at all.
Yeah, so like she got a little bit robbed because halfway through she only dances like at the center for the first half and then goes on the trolleys.
Yeah.
And then like so she's featured on the stream, I think, but
not really on stage.
If you're watching there, like I'm sure you guys were looking at the stage and not Chihi.
Of course.
Yeah. But so one thing they did was they let for the upbeat songs, the cute songs, they let the members like say a little something like, oh, I still want to be center. Like Chihi's message was like, oh, I'm in my 9th year, but I still want to be center. And then for the dance songs, they can't really do that, so they gave them like a solo dance, like show how cool you are through dance.
Sure.
That's why Yumin was like whipping her hair back and forth.
Oh, right. Okay, I remember that part,
okay.
Yeah. That's like her like trademark dance move. She did that like at the Shingeki, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. Next, Kitagawa Kenji with Reiko center. I think she didn't get like much. She like led the mix with this, I guess.
Yeah. So I remember her showroom. She said in showroom she was actually kind of not that happy with this. She was like, "Oh, well, this obvious. Like they want me to do the thing
Malkyun does." Yeah. I kind of feel bad for her because they're just like
like typecasting.
Yeah, they're asking her to cosplay as Malkyun, right? It wasn't really like it's not even that Malkyun was such a big member. It was more like
she was useful at concerts.
Yeah.
But at least she got to center a
full song, right? Yeah, I mean, I if I could have like talked to Reiko, and I wouldn't do that. But if I would have told her like, you should be happy that you didn't get a double center, because like members at her level, right, were getting double centers.
Yeah, and then even members like above her were getting like double centers.
Yeah. So yeah, don't need to complain.
Next, then they take a break from that, and then we get another.
No, this was the hello everybody, we are NMB48, that kind of MC.
Yeah, and then it's when they disperse.
Yeah,
the members
have a smaller group, but this was still like kind of a full-ish group.
Yeah, because the first group was going off to change.
Yeah,
so you had like 2/3 of the members still on there.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, we got a Hatsukoi Shijo Shuji.
Yeah.
With a Hasa center.
Yep. Probably one of the best performances of the night. Second best performance of the night, probably.
Oh.
So you don't hate Hasa, basically.
No, I don't. I mean, the fact that they made her do Hatsukoi Shijo Shugi, right, is good enough for me. At least someone remembered.
Yep. Then we get
and starting actually with Hasa, they started cutting the songs. So up till now, the songs were done like full concert versions. So not full versions, but concert versions, right?
1.5. Yeah.
Yeah. So now this is like much. This is like much shorter.
Very
now.
short. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like this is where the budget started.
So what happened
cut.
from now on? It goes to like if it's a solo center, it was only the very short like, first chorus to like up to the first chorus.
Yeah.
And if it was double center, then it was 1.5. So like the 2 choruses.
Yeah. But yeah,
So it was kind of trying to be fair, but
yeah,
Still janky. Still too many double centers.
yeah, too many. I think like
Especially-
starting the second, the next one is when people started losing their shit because the NMB basically started showed that we weren't gonna do solo centers for everything, which made sense, right? You're not gonna do
it's
like
not
40
possible.
songs, yeah, because but
I mean, they still did like fucking 38
I know.
or whatever.
I saw on the Discord like people were kind of upset that Amirun didn't get the solo center, but I mean at her level, that's how it goes. And Hoshizora Caravan's a good song, so good for her.
Yeah, and so she did that with Koharu.
Koharu, yeah. And because Koharu can't dance, right? So she only do like songs.
Yeah. All right. Next is the second Niji no Tsukurikata performance of the
It
night
sucked.
with Mirai as
Miracle Center.
Yeah. It's okay.
yeah.
Next is Sunohama de Pistol, which is like, it's a banger. Most Teppotai songs are bangers.
So Miu and Mochan,
Mochan, yeah.
double center.
I mean, they did like 7th gen quite dirty. Because except for
They all
one,
kinda crammed.
all 7th gens got double centers.
Doubled. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's that. Yeah. Next, Sonzai Shitenai Mono
Yeah.
with Wakanyan and Sion as double center.
Yep.
Well, at least it wasn't K-pop. Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
oh my god.
Imagine if they did teacher, right?
Yeah, or something like Twice bullshit or whatever. Then we got Peak with Marin. Solo center.
I'm assuming this was with Koto-chan. Because if not, it would be really random to have solo for Marin.
Well, I mean,
Maybe.
Mirako got a solo center.
Oh, well, yeah. Okay, I don't know.
I mean, and Shiori, so.
Well, Shiorin made sense, though. Because
we
it was
have
going to
no
be a joke.
And they actually, like, we couldn't really tell. I don't think they, if it was supposed to be double center, it would have been the longer version. I don't remember, like, if one of these was long, but it was still single, like a one center.
Yeah. Well, anyways. Whatever.
Yeah. Next, I guess this is Ryan's happy moment. I guess also mine, too, but I was, like, a bit disappointed.
No, this was disappointing because Zia already did like a solo center in the afternoon show. Why are they making her do a double center in this one?
With Misaki.
Yeah, with Misaki.
And
I guess this is like the lowly
for a crappy
double
song.
center.
Yeah, I mean, Yamada Soft Cream is okay. I mean, it's it's a forgettable coupling song.
Yeah.
I mean, there's worse out there, but like I don't know, I just didn't think. I just wish that she got a solo center because
Yeah.
people like Sadharu got solo centers.
Yeah.
Sataru the Senbatsu.
Yeah, and
So Sadharu did Prom no Koibito.
I have no idea what that has to do with Sadharu, but okay.
Dancey. She kind of made it like a ballet dance.
Yeah. And like some of these like make no sense. Like Omowase Kosen with IP and Yuna. It was like, whatever, let's get
It's like Genki
Get
Young
Seventeen out of the
members.
way.
yeah, let's get out of the way.
Yeah. Alright. Pom with Shiori now.
But it was more
I like
like,
this.
it
Like
was a
her-
jokey song, right? So it made sense for
Yeah.
her.
Yeah, and then like the whole time like her thing is like she's like looking up everyone's skirt.
Yeah. So I thought it was good in that they tried to do like, they tried to make it fit.
Like the gimmick or whatever.
Yeah.
they came up with like themes for these. Then Bokura no Regata with Mighty and we skipped.
I thought you did it on purpose.
I didn't mean that. My bad. Gomen Aisanai Nanda with Nanaho.
This was good. So cool when she comes out of
Didn't
the
you call
stairs. Maybe I don't remember.
I think you only called Chihi. I think you might have said this for Chihi, but
yeah,
makes sense for
I don't remember. Yeah. Team N song. Very happy.
Next is Regata.
Yeah. Next, Boku no Regata. Mighty and Anju.
I mean, I don't know why. I mean, I actually like Regata, but I have no idea why. What it has to do with both of them.
They're like the pretty and refined members who can dance.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you're promoted 7 gens.
Yep.
All right.
Next is Sorakara Aiga Futekuru, centered by Yuzuha. So this is a Team N song, which is odd actually. This is a double center song, and she solo centered it. This was the Yuri Rippon song, and I mean I'm pretty sure like the reason Yuzuha centered this was because she's always talked about like how she loved that Team N. Not Jeff's Team N, but the OG one. Well, not the OG, like
neither of my Team Ns.
Yeah, so it's the one before the one that Geoff likes. Oh wait,
the last good Team N.
Yeah, the last good Team N, where Sayaka was the center for this Team N. Anyway,
Ion was in that one too.
No, that was the one after.
What?
So this was the Team N with Yuri and Rippon.
2014 to 2016.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it really was the last good.
Yeah, it was the last good Team N. Well, no, there was the one with Yuri Center. Anyways, whatever.
No, fuck that one. That's just one though. So you have to.
Yes, that's Kawakami Team N.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. That's right. Whatever.
You just tried to erase Chihi's existence.
Yeah, I did. Anyways, whatever. Sorakara Aiga Futekuru. I like this song. So the two Yuri Rippon songs were actually pretty good. Yumi ni Iro Ganai Ryu and this one.
Yep. Next, so
actually, just one thing to point out is that the members didn't pick these. It was all staff.
I know.
Yeah.
But I mean, they chose well for certain members. So the members that they cared about, they chose well. Members they didn't give a shit about, like it was whatever.
Cram them together, all 7 gens.
Yeah.
Getting done dirty. Yes. Next, this one I think actually
it's pretty fun.
It's pretty well.
This one,
yeah. Miyasamo Mogo Isho ni.
Yeah.
With Deguchi as the center for this, and she's like in the trolley the whole time.
It was a fun song.
Yeah, but it's like a really hype song. Yeah. Kind of woke us up from the fucking coma of the last block of songs.
Yeah, so good for Deguchi. I enjoyed this. So like she's built like her character of the really happy like Genki
happy Anshu.
Happy Anshu? Maybe, yeah, the non-emo Anshu.
Yeah.
Non-emo Anshu, yes.
Who is friends with everyone, unlike Anshu.
So basically she's not Anshu, okay.
Maybe. Because she loves Anshu even though Anshu doesn't like her. So it's like Dr. Jekyll makes
Yeah, I actually enjoy Yuina's character, Deguchi's character. I thought like the song was fun. Like she's a type that we haven't had ever. I think I don't think we've had that type of character. Like the always like super happy.
Mirako says she's the same, but she's not actually.
She's not. Yeah.
She's just crazy.
Yeah.
I do see some of it like in Yuina, kind of.
Yuna? Well,
Yuna, yeah. She's kind of more chill, but I think
I see like with Yuna, yeah, she's like happy-go-lucky type, but I put her more in the Harakaren basket. The tries hard but always fails.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but Yuina got a really good unit for this because she got to dress up in her own costume and then like even had a custom steering wheel on the trolley.
Oh yeah, I noticed that. Like what the hell was that about? That was fun.
Yep, and then next we got Masaka Singapore with Shion as the center because this is her only Senbatsu.
It wasn't even a senbatsu.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the album Senbatsu.
Yeah. Good for her. Shout out to Daryl. and Lemon.
And
oh wait,
no,
not Lemon. Cutie. Yeah.
Cutie Party. Yeah. Okay, next we get Yuri Gekijo.
Yeah, can we skip the whole thing? It's stupid.
2.
I thought you
Part
loved
2.
this.
Huh?
I thought you loved this.
Why would I love this?
Because Chihi gets killed.
I don't care.
Yeah, that part was
That's literally that part was good, and then everything else sucked.
the whole thing, yeah. So it was like show
Yeah, it was
fight
fucking
is
awful. Oh my god, they wasted so much time on this. It was literally this was the low light of the entire thing.
This was great.
What?
Don't let these
okay
Debbie
moments.
Downers listen.
It had some okay moments. Yeah.
No, it's a waste of time.
I'll say it was way too long, and it was kind of like it was another like Reiko production.
Yeah, anything that Reiko
like,
touches like turns into shit. So
Oh my god.
Well, it plays out
You know,
like the same.
you know what
usual.
actually happened? The staff wanted her to like make a tournament fight for center, but then asked her to put Yuri Gekijo in it, and she was like, "No, I can't do that." So she she pushed back.
That's why we got what we got.
No, I like this.
Pretty
People
bad.
I
like
mean,
it.
what like with like what she had to do, I guess it worked okay. I mean, it wasn't gonna be like amazing no matter what, but you know, it was. But then, like, yeah, the little battles were kind of like interesting.
it was like
It's really-
twice as long as it needed to be, or 3 times as
Yeah,
long.
at least
as
they
it
didn't.
needed
At
to
least
be.
they didn't do the actual like full tournament, the
Yeah,
second and
yeah,
like
yeah.
final round.
Yeah. Okay, thank God for that. Like I don't know, like NMB, whether it's Reiko or whether it's NMB style, I don't care. Like they have a problem with being too verbose. They didn't need to do this part. Like
In the middle of like the whole like Thanksgiving thing, yeah, I definitely felt like kind of.
yeah, they were wasting. Like we needed to get through like all these songs, right? Like instead of doing this, right, they could have given like solo centers to other people that they made double centers. Like I thought the show fight was gonna be like Renatan's like center song already.
Yeah,
It wasn't. It wasn't even that.
No.
Literally just wasted time.
Yeah. I thought this Yuri Gekijo led to an announcement, but turned out it's not.
No,
Oh.
nothing. It
Yeah,
led to nothing.
yeah.
Yeah. So even Ray-chan like fucking back chopping Chihi could save this. It was definitely really funny when that happened though.
Yeah.
You don't like Renatan yelling at all the senpai?
Not at all. Because I knew it was gonna happen. Because it's a Shingeki thing, right? So I even knew like when she was gonna go, oh Kawakata, and then everyone's gonna fall down.
Right. It's gonna be a whole like
It's a standard. It's
Yeah,
a
exactly.
it's a thing that Shingeki does. So they
Yeah.
just repeat it. Anyways, whatever. Geoff enjoyed it. Matt and I didn't.
I thought it was, I'm half and half on it.
Okay.
How about you, Arda?
I enjoyed some part, like the Ray part, Ray and Chi part.
Mm-hmm.
But
Actually, the Wakanyan Sion one was funny. Just like
the donut
okay,
one?
Hey, I'll give you donuts. I'll give you donuts if you give up. And she's like, okay.
yeah,
and it's like, and that's just over.
Yeah. Also,
Like,
the
okay.
the funny thing is when Renatan
started shouting at
calling
everyone.
shouting all day senpai, she's called Sion with Sion, not Lee.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like some of her like yelling at all the senpai was kind of
Yeah.
So even that part, okay. So let's pick some nits, right? So even that part, like she didn't need to go through every single member. Like she could have like
I mean, it was like an opportunity for her, like because you always want to poke fun at each member.
the roasting Momone was great.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like how many soda books did you sell or whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, don't get so high on your horse.
Yeah. But then Yumi is like, I got nothing.
I think it would have been funny. I think it would have been funnier if she was still polite to Yumin. It's like, oh, it's some of this.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah. So yeah, that happened. Then yeah, Gatsuki girls to I guess like wash out the bad taste out of that moment.
It still didn't have a
Then
center.
Yeah, what was it? Oh, because this is like the conclusion to it, right? Okay, so there were like 2 songs for this whole thing.
Yeah.
Okay, and then
and this is when they started with putting effort into the units now.
Yeah, so Boku and I with Momone as in Arda you had.
Yeah, I thought at first this song as a continuation of last year Waru Momo. Since Momone also performed Milky character last year. But watching it now, it really feels out because Momone announced graduation and Boku Ainai is a Milky graduation single, right?
I mean, they probably knew it, right? They probably knew that she was gonna announce graduation.
So maybe that's why
they gave her something.
Foreshadowing.
Yeah. Jeff's gonna be upset again. If they gave Momone something, why didn't they give Nanaho something?
I'm happy with what they gave Nanaho. Just not in the afternoon concert.
Well, you can't get both, right? Like this is like Matt like bitching about like how Suzu didn't get like Tomodachi and 10th anniversary. It's like they gave her a fucking entire section to herself, and Matt's still bitching.
Oh, and they gave her with like
Nana, yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I mean that made up for it. Yeah. Okay. Next we got Kokaku Kuho with
Miki. Okay.
Suchan came back. No, Miki, of course.
Yeah, less said about that, the better.
Like not surprising.
Yeah.
The next this also made sense. So there's a Metsu Kurakami Shoujo with Fuwa Center.
Yeah, of 7th gen.
Was this all 7th?
Yeah, it's all 7th gen.
Yeah, so I guess cool. And then Fuwa in her rightful spot as 7th gen.
Yeah, see, this is the weird part, right? Like, does management can't make up their mind with Fuwa or what? Like, because
they're playing hard to get.
Yeah, they dropped her as center for Kenkyusei, right?
Stage.
But then they put her as center here, and like the current Kenkyusei center gets a double center with Misaki. So yeah, it's confusing, but good for Fuwa. I thought like I think she's good as center because of how tall she is. Because any other position, it's weird.
Yeah. She has a presence, I think, with this.
She does, yeah. I like Fuwa.
Pretty good. Yeah. Well, the only way to solve your problem about Zeon, Fuwa, and Misaki all Zeon having to share double center with Misaki is you have to give Misaki and Zeon solo centers each.
Sure. Let's go with that.
Okay, that's our compromise. All right. Next, Taiyoga Sakamichi.
Yeah. So people misunderstand this and think that it was 5th gen. It's not 5th gen. It was 5D2.
Yeah, and this is with Mion as center.
Yeah.
And she said like this is like her favorite song, or she really wanted to sing the song.
It's an Ayan song. Okay.
Yeah. Cool.
It was good. I really like it as a throwback to the Kenkyusei Koen, the Kenkyusei show from this period.
Speaking of throwbacks to the Kenkyusei shows, next one, this one was pretty good. Yumi Oniginai with Waka.
Oh yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah.
When the music started, right? Like, oh shit!
Yeah.
And I did predict that it was gonna be Wakapon because like no one else would have made sense at that point.
Well, because you had Keito and
Mikana
haven't got it either, but yeah.
But yeah, like I don't know, like I for some reason like I thought about Wakapon probably because of the side ponytail.
Yeah.
Riona.
It was good.
Yeah. It was good. Yeah, great. They did it with the original 6D3 members.
Yeah, that was cool
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
And this time is probably the only time where I'm like, okay, you guys are allowed to use the Sayaka sound clip for this one.
Yeah, I was wondering, are they gonna do Gambare or Gambaro?
Yeah.
I don't know. And well, we always talk about this where they they boxed themselves in with the Sayaka thing. So now people always like, oh, are they gonna use Sayaka or not? But like it's the original song has Sayaka, so it's okay to use Sayaka.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is the original group, right? So
Yeah.
it makes sense.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I actually like this section was pretty good, I thought. Except for Miki.
Was the Kokoa Kuho also like what remains of Teppei?
Yeah, it was.
Yes.
I think someone replaced Suchan.
It's like Sad Haru.
Yuina.
Okay.
Yuina.
Was it?
Oh wait,
I can't remember.
I think it was Yuina or Sadharu, one of those two. I don't know.
Sadharu usually does it in the theater show.
Oh, okay. Whatever, it was Miki. No one cares.
Yeah.
I just watched Chiki.
Okay. Next break.
MC.
MC.
Yeah, and this is actually then where they bring out the 8th gens.
Oh yeah, it
So, yeah,
was.
these
Yeah.
It's these members, and then they're like, okay, and also let's bring out the 8th gens, and then fucking goddamn like 8 million girls are on the stage.
It's so chaotic.
It was. Yeah, it was kind of
And
absurd.
they did the song NMB 48.
Yeah.
And
And these girls
wasn't
cannot
really-
sing or dance. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's just
I mean, it
What
shows
is
how much
happening here?
the members really practice.
Yeah. It was a cluster.
it also shows how much of a bad idea this is.
Yeah.
So yeah, 78 members came on plus the 8 like veteran members,
Yep.
and the veteran members were all like in the front, whereas everyone else was in the back, and it's
Yeah.
just
As an
A
example,
clusterfuck.
in case the 8th gens forget what the dance is, they can look.
yeah.
But have you seen the video? It was like they weren't even like doing anything. They didn't have
Yeah.
they had no rhythm. They didn't know what to do.
The highlight from this is I saw this really tiny girl.
Matt kept pointing her to me, and I couldn't see her because she was so small.
It's so obvious in the video.
Yeah, but
streaming,
Matt was
yeah.
like, "Oh my god, someone's kid is on the stage." It's like, where? It's there. It's like, I can't see her.
Yeah, I was freaking out. It was like, holy shit, what is going on? Yeah, and apparently I guess that's like number 13.
Yeah.
And she looked like she actually was. I'm not gonna say she actually looked like she was 13 because I know 13-year-olds who are bigger than that. So
No, she looked like she was
she
5.
was like 8 or 7 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like way too short, like smaller than Yamarina,
Like way
Same
smaller
with
than Yamarina.
like half a Yamarina.
Yeah.
Maybe not that small, but holy shit.
I think that was the highlight of the 8th gen showing
Of
up.
the whole 8th gen, yeah.
Yeah.
Then we get kind of our like big members. These are all like based next gen.
Top-ish
one exception.
members, except
I'd say top, except for one like song, one grouping.
Yeah.
But yeah. So first we get Tokonoma Seiza Musume with Mikana as center.
yeah, that was pretty good. There was a funny thing with Gojirin about this, where on Showroom she was saying that for this song she was actually 0.5 position. Because that's how it's set up. Like that's how this song is set up. Where the second position for this song is very close to the center. And she said that she was like, she felt embarrassed because she knows that like, people watching wanted to see Mikana. So she made an effort to like hide herself behind Mikana. And someone actually clipped this and showed like Kojirin like literally just like hiding behind Mikana the whole song. So that was funny.
So there's that. Next, Bokura no Yurika with Kokona Center. This is when we felt like, man, Kokona got fucked over.
Yeah, when I heard this
Yeah.
song, when I heard when I heard like Kokona was center, it's like, oh fuck, she got jobbed.
She's supposed to be the last one.
Yeah, And it was such a nothing song too. Like Eureka,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah, fuck this song.
I mean, no, I like Eureka, but like, it had no, nothing, no significance, right? Like if it was
Yeah.
like Koi
It's not
Nanka no thank you or
Nagiuchi.
something, right? Yeah.
I mean,
I wish-
Kokona have
They
date date though. Man.
They didn't do Koinanka.
They didn't, yeah.
Nope.
I mean, I wish they did. Now I'm upset because I just put this into my head now. Like, instead of Bokura Yurika, they should have done Koi Nanka no thank you for Kokona.
Especially because that's like,
Akarin Legacy.
pet song.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And Akarin really loves Kokona. So now I'm upset. I'm upset again.
The upset continues with the next song, Rash Kanai.
Makes no fucking sense, these two, but okay.
Anon and Renatan are double center for this.
I guess it was more like, oh, this are the few next gen. I don't even know.
They're both in Ali
Young-
Lemon, so I
Young
guess.
and cute.
Okay, I
Yeah.
mean it's
They're
a
both
matter
in
of
Ali Lemon,
opinion.
so
But okay,
Yeah, it's whatever.
yeah.
Yeah, then we get Date, and this is Harakaren and
Shinshin.
Shinshin, double center.
Shinshin.
Which, okay, makes sense because they're both in.
This is their first
Senbatsu.
senbatsu, both of them. Yeah,
Yeah. I'm like, okay, that makes a lot more sense now.
yeah. And they got like higher billing, I guess, like compared to like Sadharu, who got a solo center, but she was like not in this block.
Yeah.
So I mean that's a good question. Would you rather have a solo center like in the middle blocks, or a double center in the
The top member.
top member blocks?
Probably the latter.
What do you think, Jeff?
I would pick the solo probably.
You pick the solo.
Well, it depends on the song.
No, it's like Promo no Koibito or Date Date.
Date. Because I like that song better.
I mean the centers I want to see for like Chihi or Nanaho are like solo centers. So
Yeah, I mean Jeff doesn't care if they're in the middle because he doesn't really care about popularity.
I mean I'm happy that Chihi was in the full member block.
Yeah. Anyways, moving on, Matt. Your favorite song?
What do people with Keito center? And I guess this one's actually not that surprising because she's been centering this for a lot of stuff lately.
Yeah.
I think she even centered it in the first concert here.
I'm gonna be honest. Like, I was just happy to see Keito here because that means she wasn't the last.
Yeah. Yeah. And then last was Ray, and she did Durian Show.
I have no idea. Why is it Dorian Shonen? Did she have anything with Riripon or something?
No, it's just the boob shaking song.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a Mizugi song.
Yeah.
And they want her to do the cheers, I guess.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I mean, you could got anyone to do that.
Yeah, anyone can do that.
Get
Kokona could do
Reiko to
that.
Get Reiko to do that again.
Yeah.
I don't know if Coconut can really do that. She doesn't quite have like the
Yeah, exactly.
The
hype
lungs.
man.
Ray-
Not that like Ray does either.
Ray is better, a little bit.
She's better, but not
So, I think
better than the Coconut isn't saying much.
So one of the reasons I think that Ray was the last here is because I think in one of the concerts, I don't know which one anymore, like she said that she wanted to be center.
Oh, that was a Loli concert too.
Oh, was it? Yeah, and then so they called back to that. Said like anyone can be. So this this concert has now shown you guys that anyone can be center, except for the ones who are
Not
double
really.
center.
Yeah, not really. Yeah.
But that was the image they wanted to project.
Anyone in the first and last block can be center.
Yeah. And not even with Renatan and Anon.
Yeah.
Or Reiko. Anyways, but yeah, I mean, it's a good it was a good narrative that they had throughout the whole show, right? It was like if I'm center, I want to do this, and they all like almost every member had like a certain like a spiel. I think we talked about this, right? Like so they talk about like what kind of center they want to be.
I guess so. I mean, in like the weird like 100 yen block, I don't think they really got that.
Yeah, that's true. It was more like introducing themselves, right? Like, oh, I'm gonna be double center with this girl.
Yeah. I forgot to say, Misaki did her. I'm gonna follow my dreams or whatever. I think or something.
Yeah. But yeah, it's whether it's realistic or not, right? Like the idea, like the story they wanted to tell in this concert was that anyone could be center, and like the position of center is open for anyone to grab. Not true, but that's what they want you to think.
Yeah. Still a better story than the first
Scrap and Build one. Yeah.
Story. Yeah.
I mean, I actually enjoyed this concert quite a lot. I thought it was gonna be like a massive clusterfuck because of the 40 centers thing, but they were able to handle it as well as they could have. I mean, it would have been better if they didn't handicap themselves that way.
Yeah.
But it was it was a good way of handling it. I thought it was it was interesting. It was fun.
All right, so then move on to the encore.
Yeah, whatever. We don't need to talk about the encore. We can talk about the speeches, I guess.
Well, yeah. Oh yeah, so yeah. You get the typical. It's like more like your typical anniversary crap, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Well, I enjoyed the Mikazuki. This is tradition, right?
Yeah.
Mikazuki
right.
every generation does it. It was, imagine, like, this is probably the first time ever in their lives that like Miki and Yumin get to start encore, like after encore.
Yeah.
So good for them.
Yeah, and then you get to see a bunch of like weird moments with this.
Yeah, it's fun.
Uka by herself.
Uka by herself. Yeah.
Yeah.
At least they gave her at least they didn't merge her with another generation, right?
Yeah.
Because
actually, it's such a part where we see like more of the generation split. Because actually, Fifth Gen was part of like the first half.
Yeah.
With the Boomer quarter, just because I guess sheer numbers.
Yeah. It's okay. Yeah, I mean, it just becomes sad, right? Like, you realize, every time they sing Mikazuki Sanaka, it becomes,
fewer and fewer members.
Yeah, fewer and fewer members. Like, there's no first gen anymore.
They add members every year. They add members every year, but still get somehow smaller.
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Next we got Kisho, and I really like this performance. Especially with, the little, crystal balls.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was good. I enjoyed that.
Yeah, and it's been the whole waving, and at the very end you see the fucking Starfield or whatever, and then Kojin holding up the white materia to summon holy to block meteor from Sephiroth. But it was not successful because the Psycho meteor still destroyed the world. This has ruined the whole moment because Kojin had a nice little speech during the Kesho part.
Because in Kesho there's a section there where you can make a speech, right? It was good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's more just generic. Hey, we're gonna keep on doing our thing. We're NMB.
Yeah.
Please, thank you for everything. Blah blah blah.
Was this the part where she did the whole even if you like the old NMB, please also like the new NMB?
No, that was the first concert.
Oh, okay.
The beginning. Okay. We totally missed that, but
yeah, we didn't talk about that. But it was a good message. I mean, it's kind of hollow, to be honest, because the people who are watching that concert aren't those old people anyway.
Yeah, you're preaching to the choir right now.
Well, you're there. You were there.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, but Andy was sitting in his office waiting for us. So
wait for Yakiniku.
Yeah. So
the people who need to hear that obviously didn't see the message.
Yeah.
Maybe that'd be something we could translate and bring out. Not that those people fucking read that either.
Yeah.
They've already moved on to.
Unless you do you do some weird SEO on it.
Yeah. Yeah, and then we get some speeches. And I thought they were gonna do each generation or whatever. And at this point, I was starting to get scared because oh man, we're gonna run late.
We're gonna miss Yakiniku.
Yeah, right. You guys had to put a reservation that was so early.
Yeah.
That's the latest one it can get. Anyway. But I think it was only 3. This was Mikana, Sion, and
it was first Sion. She was Ohayo gozaimasu.
Yeah.
And it's well.
All right.
And that's I think Mikana did the same thing, right? When they called on her, she did Ohayo gozaimasu.
Yeah.
Because they wanted to make fun of her.
Yeah.
And then Nagisa.
Mikano was kind of like, well, yeah, and like Mikano's like speech because that's kind of like what the.
I thought it was a really odd
public
speech, to be honest, because
public apology
she
or
didn't
whatever.
really say anything about the concert. It was about herself. And she apologized for going on hiatus, and she says like she wants to do her best, get back into Senbatsu, and get a fashion regular. And yeah, and I think we talked about this on the Discord. Well, actually, this got Matomed as well, where it seemed like there was a concerted effort by management to put out that message about Mikana, because like a lot of newspapers and whatever blogs like started writing about it.
Yeah. NMB like PR sent like press releases to everyone.
Probably, yeah. I think that's literally what happened though.
Yeah.
Because like, this part of the concert, please write about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, but it shows that she has done her
time
to get out of idol jail, and then now management supports her again. So now it's time for her to work back up.
Yeah.
So it's like she already had her Seitan side, so she's not going to say that there.
Yeah.
And so they gave her this opportunity.
Yeah. It's good for her. I mean, hopefully. Yeah.
I mean, that's strike two for her.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. But we talk about this a lot because like I feel like like the mainstream is important, and like Mikana is like one of those members that can break into the mainstream. So we need members like that more than the otaku bait.
Yeah.
So hopefully she does well.
Speaking of mainstream, so yeah, Nagisa gave her
Speaking of mainstream,
and actually, yeah. And actually, when we first saw, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Like at first.
Yeah, actually, like I like at first, right? Like when she started, it was like, oh no, please no.
No, after she said like 2 sentences.
I know.
Yeah, it was like after 10 seconds later, it was like okay.
Yeah. Because she started talking about like all those other people that left, right? And it was like, okay, she's not gonna talk about all those other people that left. She's gonna leave. That would be really fucked up.
That'd be else be like a Nagisa thing to kind of do, right? Just like run with a joke.
Like, I know like all these people have left NMB and we're in a really bad spot, but I'm also leaving.
Yeah. Bye guys. Look for me on TV. I'm leaving, but I'm still gonna be around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turn on your TV. I'm probably gonna be on it.
Yeah. And she kind of, I guess, mentioned that, like, with her speech, like, she kind of wants, like, NMB to come back.
Yeah.
To, like, the glory. I think, and the kind of, my interpretation, or, like, what she's kind of implying was, like, she's gonna try to stick around with NMB until, like, they're kind of can get back to
Sayaka said the same thing.
Yeah,
it's not.
Right. Well, I mean, it's like, I mean, you say, like, Nagisa is, like, holding back NMB. Like, I don't necessarily think that's true. Like, I think Sayaka is probably the last member actually was truly holding back NMB.
No.
Because, all the other members were, like, kind of the transitionary period.
I think, I don't know. I mean, obviously there's, like, multiple, like, schools of thought on this. But what I mean by saying that, like, Nagisa is holding back NMB, because, like, the management can't move on without her leaving, because, like, she's the last bastion of the old guard.
The golden era.
Yeah, and I don't know. Obviously, like, we'd be really, really fucked if she left. But unless she leaves, like, there's, like, management won't take more risks.
Yeah, as evidenced by some part we'll talk about
later. Yeah,
soon. But I think she really wants, like, NMB to get, like, a TV show again. Like a variety show.
Yeah.
Like, whether it's, like, gaining.
Like, everyone wants that.
Yeah. But I mean, that's probably, I think, her goal while she's still in NMB.
Yeah.
Like, use her. But also, I think, like, her being in NMB doesn't really do much for NMB either.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we're talking about. Right?
She's the mainstream star.
But she is the star, like, not NMB.
Yeah. Yeah, she doesn't really bring people to NMB.
Yeah. I mean, we talked about this, like, a long time ago with Sayaka. I remember the term, like, the trickle-down psychonomics.
Oh, yes, economics.
Yeah, so it doesn't exist.
That didn't really.
So now it's the trickle-down Nagisanomics.
Which I think never really existed.
Yeah, it doesn't exist either. So I guess like one member doing really well doesn't really bring up the group, but like it should be like all members doing well.
Yeah. So I think they're kind of like having her like be like in this weird spot, like similar to like how Nogizaka treats like their top members, where like they don't do handshake events.
Yeah.
But they still keep them in the group because they're gonna like bring fans into the group theoretically.
Yeah. Well, with Nagisa, she does theater though, so she does more, but probably because like she focuses on variety, right? So a lot of it's variety anyway. So she's still quote unquote a member. I mean, she's way more of a member than like Yukirin or whoever, right, in AKB.
Yeah, or like like Saitasuka or whatever.
Yeah, but like she has reached a point though where all these TV shows that she does is more important than a theater show.
Yeah, I mean, it pays better that, and then exposure.
Yeah, exposure is the most important one, I think.
Yeah, it's just a problem. It just like it, and it's not her fault either. I think it's just like the nature of the business. Like she doesn't bring any attention to NMB.
Yeah.
With her exposure. I mean, she can keep on talking about NMB and like she was on Downtown DX, right?
Yeah.
And I kind of talked about like the live mic stuff.
Yeah.
But I doubt there's gonna be like any kind of like random people who watch that show.
I should check out NMB.
Yeah, that's not happening.
I think how it's supposed to work though is like you watch all these variety shows and you like Nagisa, right? Because she has a very good character in the sense that you like her. It's not like someone like other idols though, like Minagishi or like even Sashihara though, right? Where they're the type who thrive on conflict. So you watch them because you want them to say something controversial, right? Yeah. But Nagisa is not like that. She doesn't say anything controversial. She's just like nice,
funny, and
yeah. So basically, how I'm imagining it is like you're watching it and you like Nagisa, right? You like Nagisa, and then Nagisa is on this music show, and she's with her group. Okay, I'm gonna check it out because I like Nagisa. And you watch it, and then you're more aware of NMB. And maybe there are people who, because of that, it's like, oh, let me check out NMB.
Oh, like it's like, hey, there's another cute girl.
Or her YouTube.
Yeah, or her YouTube, and then you see like Yuina on there or Kojirin on there or something, right? And I mean that's the ideal situation, right? Whether it happens or not, we don't know, but that's what we want to happen.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that's kind of like the whole spiel of her. And yeah, so anyway, he talks about that, and then it takes like I think now we get to this part of her speech.
Oh, the boobs.
Where it goes. Yep.
Was this before or after the announcement?
The very end.
Before.
This is before.
Oh, okay.
Before the announcement, but yeah. But after this whole like wholesome like speech about like talking about NMB's future and shit.
Yeah.
And he's just like, okay, let's bring out all the girls with big boobs to the front of the stage. And she's like calling out like Miyu, Yumi, Yuzu, Wakapo. Yeah. And then the funniest part was like she's telling the Kojirin to go to the very back and get off the stage because she has no boobs.
Yeah. That was funny. That was really funny. You guys should check out the
funniest part of this concert.
Yeah. So we subbed. Yeah, I subbed that and put it on the TEPPEN Subs thing. Actually, it's like gone pretty viral. I was honestly super viral, but a bunch of people have checked it out and like are laughing at it. My proudest moment is putting bazongas in a subtitle. But yeah. Anyway, after that moment, then the announcement came. And they announced isn't not really an announcement though. It's like such a fucking bullshit.
I mean, it's
an announcement of an announcement.
Yes.
Yeah, announcement of an announcement. It's like not.
And we knew obviously they're gonna release a single, right? Someday.
Yeah.
And that's all they said. Like we're gonna release a single someday. Might be in spring.
Who knows?
Yeah.
We had to wait for the groundhog to come out and see its shadow. Maybe it'll come 2 weeks earlier or whatever. Yeah, so they just said that 26th single. Yeah. Early spring, yeah. Which they use like the kanji not Hatsufuyu, but
Shoshun.
Shoshun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hatsuharu.
Surprised, like
I'm trying.
Hatsuharu,
I tried
right,
looking it up, and there's not even a clear definition of it. It's like maybe late January to early March.
Yeah, I mean it's vague. I mean it's vague for on purpose, right?
Yeah, they're waiting for Aki P to write lyrics or some stupid thing.
Yeah, or like the release schedule. Because we don't know. I think NGT already has something coming out like in January, mid-January. So,
but
so it's kind of a disappointing non-announcement.
I mean, I was hoping they would at least do Senbatsu. Nope, no Senbatsu. And then I was telling Matt like, oh, maybe they'll do promotions. Nope, no promotions.
Yeah, even that didn't cross my mind because like they just did that like 2 months ago.
Yeah, well, it didn't happen. So you were right.
Yep. It's probably nothing until maybe January 1st special show or whatever.
We don't know. Sometimes they might do like a My Playlist 7 or Kojiri no Heya or whatever to announce this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you would be really, really scared though if they do like a Nagisa no Heya.
Nagisa no Heya 2.
Yeah, I get like PTSD of Kojiri and Akari no Heya.
Arin.
Yeah.
But
there's that, and then so just announced that. Then Kojin kind of had her like State of the Union speech or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
This also had a funny moment where she like is like called first anniversary live, and then everyone fell down. Like actually, if you watch the clip, like you see like Nagisa she was the first one to fall down, and everyone else like 2 seconds later.
Because she's the one used to Variety.
Yeah, but it's just hilarious. You see like fucking 40 members all fall down on a stage. And then like they had like tell her like, okay, well shit, what? How do you say Juichi in English? And like Wakapone's like 11. Yeah.
See, that was Misaki's moment, and she let it pass.
She was too far in the back to actually tell her. Yeah. Yeah, it was good. Yeah, and then they did Stational Lap Time. And then they did double encore of NMB 48. Me and Ryan actually left because like, well, Ryan was convinced they're not gonna do a double encore.
Yeah.
And Geoff is like, they always do a double encore.
Yeah.
And Geoff was right.
Wait, whatever. It was what was it? Was it NMB 48? It was NMB 48.
Yeah.
So whatever.
Like, they already did that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that was 11th anniversary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Final thoughts, man.
I like the second show better than the first one.
Really? Because of Karen?
Because like the messaging was better. Like the theme was more consistent with what they were going for. I just hate how Scrap Build was not Scrap Building. It was just remix. And then fake NMB cosplaying as NMB.
Okay. Yeah, to be honest, like I didn't feel the cosplay part in the second show. Like the cosplay part was more obvious in the first show.
Yeah, that's true. Actually, I agree.
Right. Yes.
But I like the first concert better for all the Chihi units.
Yeah. Well, I'm okay. I mean, I enjoyed both equally. I can't say like one was better than the other. I thought the first one like maybe like a bit. I liked it a bit better just because it was more coherent. Coherent in the sense like they weren't rushing. Like the second one felt like they were rushing because of all the center songs, right? And they had to cut a lot of the songs short, and then they still did the stupid like show fight thing.
Yeah. And then plus the Avjin clusterfuck.
Yeah. Yeah. So like the first one felt more, compact. Like
clean maybe?
Yeah, clean.
Clean but I don't say boring, but like unoriginal or
yeah. Well, whatever. It was good. It was it wasn't. It's not the best anniversary concert,
no,
but it wasn't the worst.
It's not 8th anniversary.
Yeah,
or
it was
second
fucking
anniversary.
awful. Yeah.
How about you, Arda?
The intention was good to select every member as a center, but I just don't like how the camera didn't focus on the centers on some songs.
Yeah,
It's kind of disappointing for viewer on the live streaming because if we expect like some, I think some for example on Marin case there is only a few shot of Marin for during that performance of Peak.
Yeah. I think it was that's a good point, Arada. Is like if you were like more of the 100 yen Chan types, you really like those girls. Like it was kind of obvious, right? Even there live, you noticed like even like whoever like is centering, like they weren't really focusing on them. Like Kitagawa Kenji, for example, technically Reiko was the center, but like there was trolleys and like all the other girls were there. Like so you were focusing more on the girls on the trolleys.
Yeah, and like I guess like especially if it's like all these double center songs. Well, you only have one camera, or you're only have like one shot at a time. So
yeah, that's why the double center was it always.
I think
like,
maybe
doesn't
Misaki got more screen time than Zeon if you watch the camera version, maybe.
See, fuck management.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So that was 11th anniversary, and they kind of had this whole like. This is a new chapter of NMB 40. The same shit they say every single time. They've been saying since 2018, right? Which then brings us to best hits Kayosai.
It's music festival.
Kayosai. Music festival. Big TV show. Actually, I guess before this there was like a special like televised event with Nagisa as like one of the MCs.
Yeah.
I didn't actually watch it.
It was more like the history of this show because it's been going for a long time now, like 20 years or something. So it was a show about this show.
Yeah.
And she was one of the MCs, and during the show they announced that the NMB the performance for NMB was going to be centered by Nagisa, and it was going to be a new song. And people were, well, rightly, like people were like, "Oh, so this is gonna be the single, right?"
And like, no one ever said anything about it being a single.
Yeah,
it's just a new song.
Yes, so we still don't know what it is actually. Whether it's gonna be this, probably not, right? Because of how they talked about it.
Yeah, and especially because it kind of counteracts your whole like why I mentioned just before, like the whole like new chapter of NMB.
I told you, no one gives a shit about that.
Yeah, but like if you're gonna like do that and then like, but then we're gonna give Nagisa center for the next single. Like, okay, then don't stop saying that story then. To be fair, it is new because it is the first time to have Nagisa center.
Yeah,
a single, but also it's like
Nagisa, like she's the last person who needs the center.
Yeah. And also like, what the fuck, Coconut, right? Like, you fucked her over for like a year. I wouldn't be surprised if Coconut decides to like pull an Ion and leave like on fucking December 29th.
Yeah, she's gonna have a newfound love for nursing.
Yeah, or I don't know.
Bonsai.
Well, I mean, she is doing that like bonsai plant.
She is, yeah. And like plastic model building.
Yeah, she's gonna become professional like Gundam pilot.
She's gonna take that from Zeon.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So on the Best Hits show, they revealed a song, and it's called Muchuujin.
Yeah.
And
how do you guys like it?
Do
we talk about the senbatsu or do we talk about the song? What do you want to do, Matt?
Let's do the song first and then senbatsu next.
Okay.
So, I think Arkansas, or whatever. He said Arkansas. Yeah, no one actually hates this song right away. I think it's true. Actually, I don't actually hate that song right away.
I thought it was good.
It's easily digestible.
Yeah,
it's a poppy idol song.
Yeah,
it's the kind of idol song we like.
Yes. I will say it kind of reminds me of a mix of Koi Nanka no Thank You and Shidari Yanagi, kind of a mix of those two. Like if you put them together, that's kind of what my take of it.
I wouldn't go that far.
Especially like so you have like the dumb guitar part at the start of it, right? That's where the Koi Nanka part comes from.
Yeah,
it's like the instrumentals reminds me of that, and then like kind of the chord progression kind of reminds me of Shidari Yanagi, both without the really jarring rhythm that Shidari Yanagi actually has.
At least it doesn't have the the infinite loop of Shidari Yanagi.
Yeah. Muchuujin.
I like it because it's fun. Like that's the only thing I can think of. Like it's not like the fun of Warata People or Kitagawa Kenji, right? Like the crazy fun. It was just like nice upbeat song.
Yeah.
And like the dance was as funny too. Like they have the alien thing,
little like antenna thing thrown over their head.
I really like that. I find that very, very cute.
And one other thing they did was, because Nagisa likes Dayan, the comedy duo.
Yeah.
They put this gag that they do, the goi goi su.
Yeah.
And then like another thing like with the arms extending out, that the other guy does.
Oh, did they? I didn't notice.
Yeah. So the choreographer is Create Boy again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why like people are like, it's very confusing, right? Like this isn't a single, but like NMB goes all out on this.
Yeah, it's like budgeted like a single.
Yeah, it's because they have a new outfit and then they hire Create Boy to do this. Yeah, it's just confusing.
Well,
like you want to do this for a coupling song.
We don't know if there's a music video.
There might be.
Not yet.
Yeah.
There probably be. You don't go unless this is the A side. You don't do all this unless there's going to be a music video.
I mean, like, so Sad Haru said on Showroom, like, it sounded like this might be the only time they performed it, or at least they're scheduled so far. The members don't even know how this song is going to be treated coming up.
Well, members don't know anyway. Like,
yeah, that's true. They aren't told a lot of things.
Yeah.
It's on a need to know basis, and they don't need to know.
Yeah. Like members find out like the day they film. It's like, oh, tomorrow you have to wake up at like 5 a.m. because you're gonna go to Tokyo to film
to learn a song in 2 hours, and then we're gonna film.
Yep.
Isn't that the case for Bokudate?
Yep. I think that's the case with everything.
Yeah. Super short notice, rushed.
Yeah. And this is why J-pop's going to shit.
Need more.
Need to be more K-pop.
Need more teasers.
No.
Oh no. I'm saying like plan better.
And maybe just be budget wise too.
Yeah, of course. Like you don't need to do everything in an underground parking lot.
Or like rent a
pool.
What's it like a pool for a weekend or whatever, a day.
A day, weekend.
It was a day because there was day and night.
Day and night shots
for that video.
Anyways,
other thoughts on the song? No. I guess the thing with this is actually before the show, they collected on Twitter. Like I feel like it's such short notice for this. Also, like only a day or half a day.
Yeah, I didn't realize the deadline ended like a day after they announced it. So I was like writing it an hour before the show. I was like, oh wait, I can't submit this anymore.
Yeah.
Well, because they had to CG it.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. So they asked for everyone to write a message that says "Koko ni iru yo."
Yeah.
Like a handwritten message. And there was a bunch of variations of that, I think, from like all over Twitter.
Yeah.
Someone wrote "Koko na iru yo." That's pretty good.
That wasn't used though.
Yeah.
No.
You can't.
Even YNN didn't get picked up either.
Yeah, and then there's even like all the managers were like in the theater of them all holding the.
Yeah.
No, they had the chairs.
Yeah.
Decorated at. Yeah, so they took all these like handwritten messages that said "Koko ni iru yo, I'm here," and then they hologram CG'd them in front of the members, like cause the part of the song where they go like "Seno" and then "Koko ni iru yo," and it panned out.
It was AR, I think, and augmented.
Yeah,
AR.
Yeah.
Hologram shit. Well, because on that show they had like a whole bunch of like hologram AR shit. Like Kerry Pine Bomb Muse performance had like CGI versions of her dancing with her.
Really fucking creepy clones.
Yeah. And I thought that was cute when they did that.
Yeah. It was fun. Like, I enjoyed the performance. I just wish like NMB had more. Well, I guess like it's a music show, right? You can't really ask for more. But
Yeah.
like, you know,
Also, this was
MCs and
pre-taped.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, this was pre-taped also. And this also is where like we'll get into this, I guess now, with the MC with the Senbatsu.
Yeah. Talk about the Senbatsu then.
So this Senbatsu. So I guess maybe I was the closest to being right with the fucking predictions for this. This is actually a single.
Were you?
As is all the fucking boomer members.
Oh yeah. Because no seventh gen.
Uses the only one I had in there, but it's pretty much everyone that's been in the single up to this point.
Yeah,
So
I had something like that with Mikana and Miu. So I got Miu wrong.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah.
And then Momone out because she graduated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's graduating.
It's such an odd Senbatsu though. 13 members, and that's why we were bitching about like, you know, really weird numbering.
Yeah. And for this, I guess this was filmed probably maybe Keito wasn't feeling well when they shot this.
It's weird, right? Like they went to
Proceeding.
Tokyo for this, and then I have a new theory. I think they went to Tokyo with Keito, but it was to practice the dance because probably Create Boy was in Tokyo.
So I know on Sunday, the 7th was the day they learned the dance. That was the day they all got up at like
5 a.m.
5 a.m.
Yeah.
and then they started the dance lesson at 6:30. It went until like 10 o'clock. That's multiple members have said that.
Okay.
That's when they learned the dance, and then presumably in the 3 days after that, they
shot
filmed
it. Yeah.
somewhere. I'm not sure if it's Tokyo or Osaka.
Yeah. So maybe that was when Keito wasn't able to go.
Yeah, because Shinshin filled in for Keito on the day of the recording, and she had to learn the dance that day.
Oh, did she say that?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well, other members have said it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So that's why, like, so we all thought like, oh, Shinshin's back in Senbatsu. Whoop, nope.
Yeah.
She's just in filter
Yeah.
for Keito.
Yeah.
And it's not a real Senbatsu, so
Either. Yeah. I mean, it's still important though because like it shows like what management thinks about you.
Yeah, and some members like Yuina are pretty upset that they didn't get picked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think she was the most upset about it.
Yeah.
Right. Like other members were more.
She's she's a Anchu, beta version, right, or whatever, 2 version.
Yuina.
Yeah.
I mean,
Anchu was also upset when she didn't get into Date.
that Anchu was on her 9th year.
Yeah.
So
this is different.
Yeah, this is much different because like Yuina feels like she's she's part of the up and coming members.
She's had some momentum, but she's at that last step.
I think it was a good in a way, right? I think it's a good wake up call to the border members like Yuina, Anon, like is it Hasa? Reiko or whoever, like Nanaho's gone, but like those border members where especially with Yuina, Shinshin even and Anon, during the concerts they were basically Senbatsu. But then when it came down to it, they weren't Senbatsu. Because like, other things like come into like focus for management, right? Like, for example, like management probably thought like, oh, okay, well, we have to put Mikana there somewhere. So she already took one of the spots.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So so it's a good lesson, I guess, for them, where so close yet so far.
Yeah.
I mean, I think this is why they put Mikana and Yuzu in this is that, and going back to why it's Nagisa Center, you guys talked about earlier, but I didn't say this yet. But I think this is their way to capitalize on Nagisa's popularity without making it an actual single center, which would like take away from the whole Kokona and Rei center next gen battle,
like narrative.
Yeah, so this is like a special media only special song. And then because like Mikana with her social media and also Yuzu with her gravure are blowing up, they're the ones blowing up the most. Like, this is where they would be most useful, right?
Yeah.
This is clearly aiming for mainstream because it's a like primetime music show.
Yep.
You know, they were on like second to last.
Yeah, and it was they were kind of they were the music show treated NMB really well because like in Japan, like if you're the otori, which is like the last act, you're considered like, you know, the most important act, and tori is like the one before that. So they treated NMB like really well, as in like, you know, as a major star. And that's just because of Nagisa, probably.
Yeah, and it's a new song.
Yeah.
And they weren't like lumped in with like the rest of the idols.
Yeah, all the idols were done in like the first 30 minutes, right? Like, okay, go away.
Now it's the normie time.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is a good. I mean, every year NMB is called for this show, right? So it's not that special in a way, but you know, the more we get on these shows, like, you know, the better it will be. The
closer you get to being on like Kohaku.
And it worked.
Yeah.
And it worked to a degree, right? Mikana and Yuzu have huge boosts in their followers.
Well, that's because Yuzu also posted like 2 bikini tweets.
You can't separate them out.
Yeah, you don't really know which is which.
Yeah, I mean, they were hyping up this whole song for like the better part of like a week.
Yeah.
They even have the whole like, hey, do the hashtag Shibuya Nagisa Center.
Yeah. And Shu fucked that up. She participated and she only wrote Shibuya Nagisa. Yeah. But we actually got on like real trending.
Yeah.
Number 5 trending in Japan.
Yeah.
I think
NMB.
NMB.
I checked Osaka and it's not there.
Oh, okay. But it was national trending.
Yeah, it is national.
So NMB was 5th, I think, and then Nagisa herself was 7th. So that's good. Mainstream appeal. Need more of that.
Yeah.
I wish we could get called for the other music shows. Like even CDTV.
Well, that we sometimes do.
That's like the live one, which is more idol focused, I guess, or something.
Well, it's like 6-hour show, so they need to fill up time. So hopefully they call NMB for that.
Or like FNS or whatever.
Yeah, or FNS or well, obviously Kohaku is like, you know, too big of a dream, but
or Countdown.
Yeah, whatever. All of the other ones.
The December 30th one, or whatever.
Yeah.
The ones that the people that are going to get into Kohaku do.
Oh, yeah.
But then in some cases, even the ones that got into Kohaku still do it. Like fucking like Sakurazaka 46 and whatever.
That's a CDTV one. That's what I'm talking about. Countdown.
Okay. Countdown. Okay.
Yeah.
That's like in Makahari, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's a 6-hour show, so you know, they need to fill up time. But then there's also like the music station, Super Live, then FNS, and record whatever best hits or something. So
it's all like in this upcoming like in December block, right?
Yeah. So I hope we get called some of them. Like, you know, I don't know, maybe music station's impossible, but maybe the others just have to use Nagisa's popularity. They even introduced Nagisa as like, you know, this like very famous variety star, like, you know, with 300 like TV appearances this year. I was like, holy shit, she has 300 TV appearances?
It hasn't even been 300 days this year, almost. Barely, I think.
Yeah. That means, like, she's on, like, you know, multiple times a day.
A lot of stuff. Yeah.
Makes sense.
So hopefully the mainstream, like, you know, pays out.
Yeah.
I want to, but I'm still, like, you know, skeptical of it.
Oh, yeah, of course. I mean, I think you would be right in being skeptical about it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have to, you know, hope for the best. Be optimistic.
Yeah.
I mean, the alternative
with go ahead.
The alternative is just fighting over the shrinking idol pie. So
yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah. I guess like with Muchuujin, so what they do with it if it ends up becoming the main song.
Yeah, probably going to be a coupling song.
Yeah, hopefully, yeah. Hopefully it's going to be a coupling song. But yeah, I mean, depends. I think they were testing to see how good it was, like the reception of it. Like if it was like dog shit reception, then maybe they like, oh, okay. Maybe
I think it
not.
had really good reception though. So
Yeah, so they might go with it. They might pull
365
Final Fantasy versus 13.
becoming Final Fantasy 15.
Yeah. No, we're gonna have a whole project, that's Fabula, Namba, Crystallis.
Then you have to wait 7 years for it. Then
Yep. 7 years. Coconut will become Soul 7 finally.
I mean, I think the best we can get out of this is if they decide to make a music video, because it'll give them like hype on social media.
yeah,
and they can play that like on YouTube and on TV.
Yeah.
as
Yeah.
well, so.
you know what? I hope they make a music video, even if they're not releasing it yet. Like I hope they make one. They were together. Like the other day, like Senbatsu were together. So and I don't know what they were doing. So hopefully they were filming a music video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So is that new song or like kind of impressions on that new song? Hopefully a new single news comes out soon as well.
Yep.
Lastly, I'm going to close out the show with I went to the NMB Theater after the 11th anniversary concert. Me and Geoff actually stuck around for a few days trying to get into the theater. And I was successful in going to the theater show, and I got into the Will Be Idol Kikyusei stage.
Okay.
Kind of lucky. A couple of things with this, kind of like with the theater, I guess they updated some stuff. So actually, first thing was on November 4th, which was the Miki birthday show that we all thought she was going to announce grad. She didn't announce grad at that. Not that we were expecting that maybe. But they updated the light board behind on the back of the stage. It looks pretty nice.
Yeah. They even have a video about it.
Yeah. It's the first time they updated it since like the theater was built or converted to NMB.
Yeah,
Do you know?
that's the first time.
I think the
Okay.
first time was Miki Seitansai.
Yeah, Miki Setansai.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. I mean, first time they've replaced the sign.
Oh, the first yes. Ever
Yeah.
since like Sayaka time.
Yeah, so 10 years, almost 11 years now. So
Yeah.
Okay. And then another new thing they did is they changed the tickets. The design. So before,
No one
They-
cares about that, man. Like no one remembers the
I-
tickets
no
design.
one knows.
Yeah.
I mean, just like hey, like they've been using the fucking like 2006.
They've been using like AKB design.
design up until now, and now they have these like kind of really tiny
Yeah.
tickets, and it looks kind of tacky. It's like this big circles, like NMB theater, and it looks like a takoyaki.
Yeah.
It's kind of trying to look trendy, but it's not. Really.
No, I think they're going for like 50s, like the design like
Yeah.
looks diner-ish.
Yeah. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
And also weird thing also about this is like they're pre-printed, so like normally the tickets will have like your name printed like on it with like your zip code
Yeah.
and like how you want it. These though it's all just pre-printed and just has your number.
Oh, okay. It doesn't have your name on it?
Nope.
Oh, are they cutting back?
That's why.
Maybe they're cost cutting.
I guess so, yeah. And I think it makes it easier for them to like it's not that many differences before where like, well, if you cancel or you don't show up, they have to like reprint it, but no, they don't have to. It's all
Well, before they used to print it like the moment you arrive.
yeah.
I guess now they could like print like in bulk, right? And
Yeah.
they don't need to wait for you to come
Save
in.
time and whatever. Yeah. Yeah. So they did that, yeah. Anyway, so I went and watched Will Be Idol. First time seeing it in person.
No Xeon though. So why did you even go?
No Xeon.
Why did you even go?
But Misaki was there, so that's why I went.
Yeah.
Also because I was in town anyway, so I might as well. Actually, because Xeon was on the Friday show, which is also Will Be Idol. That's the one I actually really wanted to get into, but I didn't. I lost that show. But we noticed actually they changed up the positions for some of the members. So Misaki, normally she does Tonai no Banana. Now she's doing end roll. So she's moving on up. I think they're just kind of testing her, getting her more experience, hopefully making her a better dancer. But also I really like her Tonai no Banana corner she does with Miyu or Wakanyan. So now Fua and Wakanyan do that. and Mew does the solo song, but Zeon was the center for that Friday show. For the Sunday show that I went to, Fua was center, and Mew still did the solo song. So disappointing. There's kind of a joke when like we watched the Will Be Idol with Misaki. Is like I only watch up until Tonight No Banana, because that's like her little like self-speaking part where she makes fun of Miyu or Wakana in English. And then I leave. So I was gonna joke like, okay, after Tonight No Banana, I'm gonna get up and leave the show, like leave the show. I didn't though. It's after the whole thing, and then during the send off, where you get to like wave goodbye to the members, I got some really good res from Wakanyan.
Wakanyan, not Misaki.
Not Misaki. Actually, I mean, for a bunch of members, actually, we got some pretty good moments. Like, I got pretty good res like during the show. I think with like Fua, maybe, because I was pretty close to the center, and also she was center. So yeah. But yeah, and then I guess I got Misaki was okay. Mew got good res. Yuina and Fua gave me good res. But Wakanyan, she was the one that's like talking. How like at the send off, they always have like one member that's like talking, like saying bye and saying like keeping, making it so it's not like just dead silent. So I'm walking by, waving at him, and I have like my American flag Uchiwa, and she's like, "Oh, America?" And I nod. I'm like, "Yes." And she's like, "Ah, Seikai, I got it right." That was like a real quiz. It's kind of a funny, dumb moment. So that was like my good like res. Like Wakanyan definitely boosted in my rankings.
It's so easy.
Yeah, so easy, right?
Even Sion.
Yeah, even Sion did, and I was like, that's more just because of the MC she did, where like they had like a talk about Nabe, and she did a dumb joke about like my favorite Nabe is Watanabe Mayu.
That's good though.
Yeah, it was a real good joke. Yeah. Didn't do Milky, unfortunately, so what a traitor. But yeah, that was my experience of the theater show, so I was glad to be able to see that while I was in Osaka. Also, me and Geoff went to like some restaurants that Yuina recommended.
The ramen place.
Went to the ramen place. Went to the. At first I thought it was a sandwich place, but no, it's actually a hot dog place.
Oh, you actually did go to that place. Like Matt was so
Frank
fucking
Diner.
obsessed with this place and was like, let's go there, let's go there. And Geoff was like, you're gonna hate it.
No, that was you that was good. That was saying.
Yeah.
I think Geoff wanted to go there.
No, I wanted to go there too, and then we did go the next day, but unfortunately the pumpkin cheese one was sold out.
Yeah. So instead, we just got the normal. It was basically like a
patty melt.
Patty melt, yeah, is basically what it was.
But it was good.
Yeah, it was all right. Also, I think I've never been to like real Umeda. All these times going to Osaka. Holy shit, Umeda!
It's confusing as fuck.
It's confusing. It's crowded as hell. I was getting like really like my anxiety was going like crazy, and I was like, oh god, I need like.
It's like being in
find...
Tokyo. I mean,
it's like being in
Tokyo.
Yeah, or like Shinjuku. Yeah, or Shinjuku Station. Right?
Yeah.
Even then, Shinjuku Station's not that bad. Like,
Shinjuku Station's pretty fucking bad, man.
it for the most part, I think it seems like it's like a straight.
Oh well, nothing is as confusing as Omeda though. They even call it the Omeda Mero, like the Omeda Labyrinth, because of how confusing it is.
Yeah. Wait, is that why Yuina's like nickname is Labby?
No, it's because her last name is Deguchi.
Deguchi Labyrinth. All right. Because she also goes to Umeda for all these like cafes and shit.
Because like she likes the fancy stuff, right? And all the fancy stuff is in Omeda.
Yeah, and I noticed that like, dang, this place does seem like totally places where like interview members go there. I think even like Harakaran goes there a lot too. So.
Yeah. Well, it's Osaka, like the second biggest metro in Japan.
Yeah, but I only go to Namba and.
Namba's like going to
and Shinsaibashi and
like,
not Shinsaibashi.
Ueno, the Ueno of Osaka.
I guess so, yeah. Yeah. Anyway, we checked out some places there. That's cool. I guess random news tidbit about Yuina is she started a TikTok where she's like just giving like off her like food review.
Yeah.
Stuff.
She used to do that on Instagram, right? So
yeah,
she'll be an extension of that.
Expanding. Yeah. And actually, one of her first posts is that ramen place we went to.
Yep. It was a good ramen place, by the way. Like I was impressed because I usually don't like shoyu ramen, but this was like, oh my god, this is really good shoyu ramen.
Or like fancy ramen.
Yes, because usually like if you go to a ramen place and it's fancy, you're paying for the fanciness. And that's why I hate all these like cafes that Geoff likes going to. Because like it's not that the food is good. It's that, you know, you're paying for like the fucking like Jackson Pollock, the painting on the wall or something. Right? So
sit in the chair where your idol sat in.
I don't care about that.
Yes.
Like my friend like Takumi is obsessed with that, and I really hate it when he does it. So
But you still go with him.
sometimes, like, you know, I say no sometimes. It's sometimes really dumb, like you want to go like, you know, a really stupid place, and just because like the idol went there.
Would you rather go to a stupid place like that or Panda Express?
I'd rather go to a stupid place like that.
Disappointed. On that note, this has been Takoyaki Party, NMB Takoyaki Party. Thanks everyone for listening. Let us know what you guys think about the 11th anniversary concerts. What do you think about the new song with Nagisa as the center? Subscribe to the show on your podcast platform of choice. Leave a comment in the YouTube section. Join the NMB Discord. All that good stuff. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you again next time.